we're not making this stuff up about what's happening here. That we don't like it any better to have to say it.
Right on, brother.
We wish we didn't have to say it.
So this is my town like it's your town.
Yes.
This is friggin' gorgeous.
It's absolutely stunning.
Right?
It's like our democracy.
Yes.
It's beautiful if you can keep it.
Yes.
And we have to be able to keep it. And we're better than the riffraff. That's why the judges who think they're being sympathetic, they're not being sympathetic. They're hurting all the people they should be looking out for. The main job of a politician is the safety and security of its people. So you can't put the other folks who don't want to follow those rules over the people who do.
Right on. So the draft turned a walking race into a sprint.
Right.
This was done 3 years early.
Yes.
Same with Market Square. I love the fact that the draft pushed that, don't you?
Yes. The draft, look, you know what, Marty, to come back in the day where the draft used to be in January and there was like maybe they would have it in New York and it'd be a big nice crowd there, but nothing like it is now. This is Super Bowl level stuff here.
Yes.
You have to give Goodell and that NFL organization and the Rooneys and because Dan Rooney was one of the visionaries and architects of how to make the league this big. This is absolutely stunning. It gobbles everything up.
It's amazing. How about Pittsburgh? How clean it is today.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was in Taiwan.
Yeah, Singapore.
Right.
How'd you get down?
On the bus. I caught on the busway. Took me right on. You don't have to pay.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Cops everywhere.
Everywhere. They were at the bus station. They were up here. I saw sheriff, county sheriff, state police.
Guys on horses.
Yes. And the riffraff was just, didn't see them.
I didn't either.
They said, the sheriff said we're enforcing all laws. We've been told by Homeland Security to enforce all laws.
So hold on. Don't they have to carry that out though?
Yeah.
Monday.
Yes.
Tuesday.
Yes.
Wednesday.
No. But we know the usual suspects are not going to allow it.
They better.
They should, but they only get away with the people who don't come down there and confront them.
Right on.
You have see. I went to a meeting before, the first time I've ever done that.
Yeah.
Because I was concerned about their policies on immigration. Everybody needs to go down on taxes and everything else.
Yeah.
You have to hold them accountable, Marty.
We cannot allow this to turn into graffiti heaven.
Right.
In a homeless camp.
Yeah.
In 6 months. We can't, we, sir?
No. But Marty, between the judges and the county council and city council, they, for whatever reason, they think they're being altruistic.
Yeah.
By saying, oh, no, we're correcting the ills of the past.
Yeah.
Well, look, the criminal element, they just want an opening.
Right on.
They don't, that's the issue, Marty. A lot of these people, they don't want to follow rules or regulations.
But let me say this. The Cultural Trust owns this. This is private.
Well, yes, that's
different. They have private security.
Yes.
They have 70 cameras.
Right.
24/7 cops will be here. They ain't messing around.
Good. But until you get the crowd on city council to say, well, since it's a private entity, I don't want the police to come down and do anything.
Well, that's going to be on them.
Right.
But we're not going to allow that to happen.
Of course we're not going to. And we got to send them back to San Francisco where they belong.
Right on. I'm full of hope today, though.
Oh, this is absolutely stunning.
It's amazing.
I'm going to go over to the stadium, see what it looks like. And then I'm going home.
Nice.
Have a nice dinner.
Yep.
And watch the draft from my living room.
Brother Anthony, thanks, my man.
All right, my brother.
Folks, we'll be right back.
All right.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Heather, what's up?
Yeah, we're starting to see traffic slowly build, but still no significant delays heading inbound for the draft or other downtown activities. 279, the Parkway North inbound clear, but the outbound Parkway North still jammed from before Jack's Run to past Bellevue, Westview, in part because of an accident there. Pittsburgh Regional Transit reports that there have been able to open additional spots for the Ross Park and Ride. It's now at 75% capacity. The McCandless one is full. If you're heading inbound from the east, 376, the Parkway East is up to speed between the Turnpike and the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. On the city side of the tunnel, the Parkway East is clear to downtown exits and the approach to the Fort Pitt Bridge. From the west, 376, the Parkway West inbound, minor slowdown in the area of Robinson Township and Ridge Road. And then, once again, a very minor slowdown around Parkway Center on-ramp heading down into the Fort Pitt Tunnel. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to The Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg with your Lowe's weekend weather update. In Pittsburgh, variable cloudiness Saturday with a couple of showers around on a high of 72. Some sunshine Sunday with highs in the mid-60s. Spring into deals at Lowe's. Shop Stay Green Premium 2 cubic foot mulch, 5 bags for $10. Plus get up to 35% off select major appliances. Valid through 5/6. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
At Perry Calder, my boy JP, one of my close friends, at his law firm, AI is for attorney intelligence, not artificial intelligence. I have sent family members and friends to his firm. Medical malpractice, the best in the country. Product liability, the same. They have won massive verdicts. Perry Calder, attorney intelligence, 412-281-4200, 412-281-4200. Perry Calder.
It's spring. That means birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, Mother's Day, and fresh, colorful spring flowers from OliverFlowers.com. Family-owned Oliver Flowers, celebrating spring for 96 years. Order online for free delivery in their service area. OliverFlowers.com.
Man, my friends at NASCO Roofing, they're out working in this weather, fixing damage from these storms. My man James from Lower Borough called them, and they're on it. Did work on his home. He had them do his mother's roof as well. James loved NASCO's quality work and appreciated NASCO working with his insurance company to get everything approved. NASCO is wonderful. They satisfied thousands like James. Get NASCO on your roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day. Special financing available. NASCO Roofing, NASCO. Tootie Mechanical Systems, Pittsburgh's HVAC, plumbing, and electric leaders, is a family business that I truly admire. The Tootie culture is built on ethics, service, and making a difference in our community. Tootie Mechanical Systems, they're the people you want working in your home.
Epic parties start at Staples. Now you can grab Party City balloons, decorations, and tableware, plus matching custom invites, banners, and more right at Staples. That was easy.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I love this park. This Arts Landing is astounding. And my man Larry is here, Richard. My man, this is freaking cool.
Yeah, this is the first time I've actually been in the park. I've seen it in drone shots, and they raced to get this thing done. 4.5 acres in the middle of downtown Pittsburgh. It's going to be a great place for the future, too.
Wow.
Obviously right near the cultural district, and they'll be able to do a lot of entertaining. And the fact that Pitt's taking this over for a block party is pretty cool to include them in all this.
I love it, Larry. No traffic.
No.
Parking everywhere.
Yep, the Fort Duquesne garage is $50 for the day, all day. That, compared to some of the other things that we had heard, is, it's a lot, but it's less than what I thought it would be.
The Greyhounds garage is $25.
Oh.
And across the river is $12.
Yeah, so
it's cool.
If you're coming down, do your homework. If you can't, take the free transportation they're offering. But
Larry, cops everywhere.
Don't let it scare you.
No, come on.
I've been sniffed by more dogs. Here comes another one.
Larry, no dirt, no nothing. The city's so damn clean.
It is. And people have said, hey, how did they do that all the time? But to Corey O'Connor's credit, he said, my aim is to continue that process long beyond.
Hey, I love this. Hey, tell our listeners the really cool thing you're doing tonight. Really cool.
So right now, I'm headed down to the Point State Park. Right near the fountain, they have this red carpet set up.
Nice.
And the 17 highest picks are going to be announced on the red carpet.
Nice.
And then they'll go over to the main stage in front of Acrisure. So my job is just to announce the names. That's
pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I got the list. It'll be a lot of fun. And for these guys, this is a life-changing moment.
This is a beautiful thing for Pittsburgh, too.
Yeah, and then tomorrow the NFL has a fashion show.
Nice.
And then obviously they'll wrap it up on Saturday over the weekend.
I love this. Look at these fans. Look how she's dressed. Look how cute.
We were next to you in Ireland.
You were in Ireland. I remember seeing you guys. And you were dressed very much the same way.
And you were drunk both times.
He's like Pittsburgh's version of Flava Flav.
It's adorable. They are all dressed up. You look amazing, folks.
A giant logo. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I got one more.
Come to the fashion show tomorrow.
It's been a hell of an event, Larry, so far.
I even have
Oh, my gosh, they're into it.
Some type of... That's
Headdress.
like in Vegas. What do they call it? Yeah.
Vegas stuff.
Showgirl. Well, have fun.
All right, folks.
All right, guys.
We're
Good to see
here.
you.
We'll be back in 10 minutes.
All
Take
right.
care. Thanks, Larry.
When the paycheck stops, the planning starts. Retirement isn't about a number. It's about income that lasts through every stage of life. Secure Money Advisors focuses on building retirement strategies around income, tax efficiency, healthcare planning, and legacy protection, all working together in one coordinated plan. Claim a complimentary copy of your book today at righttrackbook.com. That's righttrackbook.com, where your retirement journey begins on the right track.
Life is a way of throwing out curveballs that can make it feel impossible to get ahead. But at Peoples, we know that sometimes a helping hand can make all the difference. If you're struggling to make ends meet or just need a little support with your natural gas bills, we're here to help. Because let's face it, you have enough on your plate. Learn more about our customer assistance programs at peoples-gas.com/help.
Folks, appliances are big purchases. That's why I recommend Voss TV and Appliance, family owned since 1960. Megan, Tracy, the entire Voss team are experts. They know appliances and TVs inside and out. They take the guesswork of shopping and provide helpful advice before, during, and after your purchase. Having knowledgeable people on your side that you can trust matters. Shop Voss's South Hill showroom. Go to VossTV.com or call 412-650-VOSS, 412-650-VOSS. Voss TV and Appliance. The lowest prices, guaranteed.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 76 degrees under partly cloudy skies at Pittsburgh International at 1:30. I'm Pat Septak. The 2026 NFL Draft is underway, and tight airspace restrictions are now in effect in Pittsburgh. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush has the details.
Federal officials say a temporary flight restriction spans a 2 nautical mile radius up to 2,000 feet, classifying the area as national defense airspace. That means no unauthorized drones. Any aircraft in the zone will be closely monitored by federal, state, and local authorities. Boundaries stretch from Perrysville Avenue in the north, Petrel Way in the west, West Liberty Avenue in the south, and Blakely Court in Oakland to the east. Officials warn pilots who violate the restriction could be intercepted, detained, and face penalties ranging from fines and license revocation to criminal charges or seizure of their drone. Visitors may still see drones in the area, however, those are pre-approved. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Local businesses are hoping to cash in with the draft being held in Pittsburgh over the next 3 days. News Radio KDKA's David Bollorado is on the North Shore. David?
Pat, so far that is what we're seeing, with a lot of people in line outside at Sugarbird here, in line for their food and drink that they offer here. And it's been busy at all of the other restaurants I've spoken to as well earlier this morning, talking to Mike Sukich of Mike's Beer Bar and North Shore Tavern. He has high hopes for the day, and he really thinks that the city is going to do a good job of presenting itself to the visitors.
most of the people that have been coming in are wearing other teams' jerseys, so maybe first time to the city. And, it also takes the strain by having more things going on to spread things around and give people opportunities not to be standing in line and be actually participating and enjoying things.
And again, the highest hopes of a lot of these retailers is that this will be along the lines of what they would see for a major sporting day in Pittsburgh, like the Pirates home opener or the Steelers home opener or a Steelers playoff game, as they get a chance to really reap in the economic benefits of this draft. Reporting live on the North Shore, David Ballarado, News Radio, KDKA.
The newly renovated Market Square is now open. The official ribbon cutting was yesterday at the historic location. Governor Josh Shapiro says the redevelopment comes on the heels of the opening of Arts Landing and the restart of the fountain at Point State Park.
This is a city that values one another, values our community, and that's why we began our downtown revitalization by building up these central places of community.
Original Oyster House owner Jen Grippo says even though she's excited the project is over, she will miss the relationships she's made with the people who have been working on the site. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 377 points, the NASDAQ is down 281 points, and the S&P 500 is down 52. KDK Radio News Time is 1:32. Our next update at 2 o'clock. I'm Pat Septak on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
It seems like just yesterday when I captured my son's first steps or when we recorded his soccer games on VHS tapes. Those moments are gone. But the old home movies and pictures don't need to be. That's why my son created Legacy Box.
That's right, Mom. Over 1 million families have used Legacy Box to digitally preserve their old home movies and photos.
Simply fill Legacy Box with your old camcorder tapes, film, and photos. They will professionally digitize and send them back on DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud.
With Mother's Day around the corner, it's the perfect time to get your Legacy Box and save your family's history. After all, few things are as important as protecting your precious memories. Give your mom a Mother's Day present she'll never forget. Take advantage of our Mother's Day sale, which starts now. It's our best deal of the year. Save up to 60% off. Visit legacybox.com/radio and for a limited time, get an incredible 60% off your order. That's legacybox.com/radio for 60% off. Legacybox.com/radio.
When you're handling an estate or an inherited home, the decisions can feel overwhelming. At Home Buyers of Pittsburgh, we help families through this every single week. We make a quick, fair cash offer on the home, coordinate any cleanouts, help you through the process, and we'll buy it in its current condition. No pressure, no surprises. Visit homebuyersoftpittsburgh.com or call 412-500-9057 for help selling today. That's 412-500-9057 for help selling today.
Home Buyers of Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's local trusted home buyer since 2015.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell. Licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Dispatch Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Heather, what's up?
Yeah, still looking pretty good on the roadways in both directions. From the north, 279, the Parkway North inbound is clear, and traffic on the outbound side of the Parkway North is back up to speed after an earlier accident near Bellevue Westview. From the east, if you're headed inbound on the Parkway East 376, that's up to speed between the Turnpike and the Squirrel Hill Tunnel, occasionally seeing a minor slowdown at the approach to the tunnel, but not significantly affecting drive times. On the city side of the tunnel, we're seeing traffic clear in both directions between the downtown exits and the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. From the west, 376, the Parkway West on the inbound side, a minor slowdown in the area of Robinson Township and Ridge Road. Closer to town, no delays currently between Green Tree and the Fort Pitt Tunnel, and that's the same story on the outbound side as well. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be warm with sunshine and some clouds and a high near 80. There could be a shower toward evening, then partly cloudy and mild tonight, 57. Times of sun and clouds and warm tomorrow. A shower or thunderstorm around later in the afternoon and evening, the high 82. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Breaking news for your home. Wayday. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Wayday long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair. And all up to 80% off during Wayday. Shop Wayfair's Wayday from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Join us tomorrow on the Big K Morning Show, 5:30 until 10. Everything you need to know about the NFL Draft and how you and your family can enjoy and take part.
We've been Arts Landing all day. I'm here with the mayor. Mayor, this is what I call badass.
Huh? It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's going great.
It's beautiful.
Oh, what they did here, the Cultural Trust, Kendra and her team, it was an amazing vision. It opens up 4 acres of prime real estate downtown for an open space, for not only for artists, but for families. And, you're talking about what's around us. Not only do we have the laborers anchoring one side that, basically built the city, you have CAP on the other side, which is the future of the city.
Right
and it opens up space to do events like this.
Yes.
To have more people down here and enjoy. And also, when I said it at the podium the other day here, it opens up different views of Pittsburgh that some people have never seen. It's great.
You know who would love this? Your dad.
Oh, I'm sure,
Your mom would love this.
I'd be having a blast
They
right
would,
now,
man.
yes.
And Market Square is gorgeous.
It is amazing. And again, the details of it matter. The brick that goes in, even the changing the traffic flow, making it more welcoming so that we can have more and more events there, and making sure that there's more and more vibrancy so that it supports those businesses. It's all a win for everybody.
The draft pushed the rabbit faster down the road. That's cool as hell, isn't it?
It is. I mean, obviously, this is something that's going to benefit us long term.
Yeah.
This week is for everybody to celebrate, but it's a new story for Pittsburgh. And on the national stage, when we can sell our city, when we can sell opportunities, when we can sell families coming to Pittsburgh, that's what we need to use this as. I mean, obviously, sports is huge for us. We're a big sports town, but let's capitalize on that and let it catapult us to be city of the future and providing our residents with opportunities. That's what the big thing about the draft is, how many people we can lure back to Pittsburgh that creates a job for a Pittsburgh resident that can't find one right now.
So let's talk about you for a second. One of my boys, Aaron Stauber, billionaire, comes walking past you. He has 18 buildings downtown. Without you, he doesn't have hope. Without you, he says you created tremendous opportunity. How did you do that, sir?
Well, I think you just talk positively about Pittsburgh, but also, and it's not just, downtown developers, it's neighbors too, and residents and small business owners. You want to talk about speeding up permits so that you can open that storefront, that restaurant of your dreams on a main street that you grew up in. Doing things like that to make it more friendly and welcoming so that we can get stuff done quickly in Pittsburgh opens the door for all of us, not just big developers. And, he does own a lot of property downtown, and we have to catapult on that because you can use these spaces not just for residents, but for more and more things. It's a great opportunity for all of us.
Hey, I saw you fall yesterday at that field. What happened there? What was that?
I didn't fall. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you.
Looked like it, sir.
No, so it was an athletic catch.
Yeah.
So we're standing there, and Roger Goodell. We opened the football field for the Hazelwood Cobras, but more importantly, Marty, for Central Catholic.
Yeah.
So then we went over and we were showing Roger Goodell with the president of CMU and Jerome Bettis, the robotics center and what's happening there. And they said, okay, let's go outside. And they had a robot that was, going to throw a football. And they said, Mayor, you're up first. No matter what you do, you're representing this city. You can't let it fall. I'm like, okay, I got pressure. I got, the commissioner watching, president of CMU, and the bus is right there saying, you better catch it. And I thought it was going to be a higher pass than that. The robot threw a low liner, and I got to dive.
Yes, you did.
It was a clean catch.
Yeah.
Didn't touch the ground.
Yeah.
I, sliced my knee open, but it was worth it.
Before you go.
Yeah.
My only concern is what happens when the fences are gone, when the cops are gone. Does the riffraff move in here and in Market Square?
No, I think, what we're talking about is creating a vibrant community.
Yeah.
And I think the more vibrancy, the more people are down here, the more opportunities, not just, for adults, but even the youth that after school are, hanging out, have nowhere to go. Now they have other activities to do downtown. I think providing that balance will, change that momentum and where we see things unfortunately happen every once in a while downtown.
It's cool. Thanks,
cool.
Mayor.
No, thank
You're
you
the
very
man.
much.
We'll see you
guys
tomorrow.
later. Yeah.
I had to grab him running past. All right, man. I'm a big fan because he gives a damn. And that's the damn truth. Without that optimism, we're way behind. And that's the fact. And this Arts Landing is 2 years ahead of schedule. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely amazing. My daughter's listening. She's coming down. And with her friends. And we're gonna talk to her when she gets here with her friends. Look, a couple things. If you want to stay here tonight in Pittsburgh, a significant number of hotel rooms opened up. Significant. You could pretty much stay wherever you want, and you can negotiate. I'm serious. By the way, we got the governor coming by tomorrow, all right? Folks, we're at Arts Landing. We'll be right back.
Time now for an update from the KDKA Draft Information Desk, powered by Bowser Chevrolet, and brought to you by Generator Supercenter of Pittsburgh, and by Sniper and Harmony Organic Insect Control.
Well, by now, everyone knows that Pittsburgh is home to the 2026 NFL Draft, but once the fans get down there, where do they go to get in? Well, it turns out there is more than one entrance to get into the draft on the North Shore, according to News Radio KDKA's Andy Limberg, who talked about it on the Big K Morning Show.
There are three entrances that you want to utilize. There's one on the casino side, right near between Rivers and the Acrisure Stadium. There's one on the Riverwalk, which is as you're coming from PNC Park.
Right.
And then there's one right at Tony Dorsett and I think it's West General Robinson, and that is right near that Rally House store in between PNC Park and Acrisure Stadium.
Now, Andy says there's only one entrance to get in over at Point State Park. And by the way, you can find a map of the entire draft footprint on our website at kdkaradio.com. From the KDKA Draft Information Desk, I'm Pat Septak.
Dave Fitzpatrick, Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Heather, what's up?
Yeah, it still looks really good on the roadways right now, actually in both inbound and outbound directions. Let's start with the north. The Parkway North is clear, inbound and outbound as you make your way downtown or out of town. Heading inbound from the Parkway East, 376 up to speed between the Turnpike and the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. On the city side of the tunnel, the Parkway East also clear to the downtown exits. And that's the same story on the outbound side where the approach to the Squirrel Hill Tunnel is still up to speed. Parkway West, 376, the inbound side, very minor slowdown in the area of Robinson Township and Ridge Road, but once you get closer to downtown, currently no delays between Green Tree and the Fort Pitt Tunnel, and the outbound side of the Parkway West is also up to speed. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Mark?
I've been doing home remodeling for 30 plus years, but the economy crashed. I wound up losing my home, losing my job, and on top of that, owing the IRS a ton of money. I owed the IRS $114,000. It really, truly was the worst part of my life.
Then Mark found Tax Relief Advocates.
On news radio, I heard about TRA, and I thought, what's the worst that could happen? So I picked up the phone and I called them. When it was all said and done, TRA settled my $114,000 debt for $100, and I'm telling you, I was ecstatic. Could not believe it. Would recommend TRA to anyone.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Mark did and call TRA for a consultation.
But TRA did. They gave me a second chance, and I'm forever grateful.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-491-9914. 800-491-9914. That's 800-491-9914.
Have you ever felt like you were living just a B or B+ life? It's so dangerous to live that, more dangerous than a B- or a C+ life, because when you're living a B or B+ life, you don't change it. You think it's good enough. Is it? I'm Susie Welch. I host a podcast called Becoming You. People think, okay, an A+ life is not available to me, but there is a way. We are all in the process of becoming ourselves. Listen to Becoming You wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Dr. Peduzzi with the American Back Centers in Wexford. A common question I get from patients is, are my only options steroid shots or surgery? The answer is no. You should consider a second opinion. At American Back Centers, we use our non-surgical decompression protocol, a cutting-edge treatment that targets the actual cause of your back pain without heavy medications, steroid shots, or invasive surgery. Schedule your free evaluation online at AmericanBackCenters.com or call us today at 724-935-3300.
At American Back Centers, you've got nothing to lose but the pain.
Thank you, Andy Amroin, for introducing Harmony Garden Organic Insect Control to Pittsburgh.
Nothing is safer, nothing works better in killing pesky insects. Protect all your plants with Harmony Garden Organic Insect Control. It is 100% non-toxic and earth-friendly, not insect-friendly.
But is it safe for our new puppy?
Harmony Garden OIC is safe for people and pets. Just spray and walk away.
Visit participating True Value hardware stores or go online to harmonyoic.com. Think your health insurance isn't changing? Think again. Premiums are rising, subsidies may go away, and expensive surprises loom. Have Dina Schmidt and Michael Coleman from One Health Benefits be your health insurance advocates. From Medicare changes to ACA plans, the One Health Benefits experts navigate the insurance maze at no cost to you. Before you renew or enroll, call One Health Benefits. They work for you, not the insurance companies. Call 724-799-8873 or go to onehealthbenefits.com.
More great specials for the month of April at Coons Market. Isn't that right, Frank Dentisi?
Right, Rob. In our meat department, choice boneless chuck shoulder steaks or roast are $5.99 a pound. In the produce department, fresh red ripe strawberries, 1 pound packages, 2 for $5. In the deli, Smith's Smokehouse Reserve ham is $7.99 a pound. And additional savings this week, Turkey Hill drinks or iced tea, 1 gallon jugs, 2 for $5.
It's all happening now at Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
And Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means playing in a football game.
42! You're going down, Doug!
Oh, yeah? Your price on car insurance when you customize and save is going down.
Hey!
Limu? What are you doing on their team? Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Pittsburgh is on the clock. Our comprehensive draft coverage is powered by Bowser Chevrolet. It's more than just the players. It's the vibe of the city. Where to go? What to do? We have you covered. It's presented by Target Freight Management and brought to you by your local AAA travel office and by Groundworks, formerly Baker's Waterproofing. On the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
At UPMC Hillman Cancer Center, we believe cancer care shouldn't just be good enough. It should be life-changing. As the region's only National Cancer Institute designated comprehensive cancer center, we provide groundbreaking treatments and innovative clinical trials with renowned cancer specialists and a compassionate support system for patients and their families. Discover more at upmchillman.com/lifechanging.
The 40
45th deserves local leadership you can trust. Pat Katina is the name we know and the leader we trust. A lifetime resident focused on strengthening our infrastructure and protecting the values that matter most to our families. The choice is clear. Vote Katina for the 45th by mail or in person on May 19th. Paid for by Friends of Pat Katina.
Why would you ask a financial advisor permission to spend your own retirement money? There's something wrong with this system. Tune in for a different kind of retirement show with Greg Ayler. Now at a new time, Saturdays at 5 on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Allegheny County is looking for poll workers to work the election on May 19th. Poll workers earn $150 to $175 for the day plus paid training. For more info and to apply, visit AlleghenyVotes.com. That's AlleghenyVotes.com.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at KennyRoss.com.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I've been here all day with Patrick. What do you think, man? What's your assessment of all this?
Absolutely beautiful out here. This is great. They really pulled this together nicely.
The whole downtown thing has been mind-boggling. So, a couple things to wrap this up. One of my boys just sent me a note. The casino lowered their parking rate from $250 a day to $100. Why? Competition will do that. There's parking all over town for under $100. Right? Really? Come here. Sit down real quick. Hurry up. Ma'am, hurry up. Where did you park?
We parked Grand Street Transportation in the blue garage.
Right down the street?
Yeah, right down the
$25.
street. $25 all day.
That's fair.
All day. We
right?
got here early. Right down the street.
Isn't this beautiful?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love your show.
So competition will, thank you guys. Competition will do that. The casino started out at $250. And by the way, I had a wonderful, wonderful night last night at the casino. It was amazing. Amazing what they did. They had this unbelievable party, unbelievable band. Jason Aldean, not band, he's a superstar. Anyway, they crush it over there, man. They're so nice, amazing food, great food and great service. Wonderful place. Downtown Pittsburgh today. If you listen to me and you know it, I'm honest about this stuff. This is magnificent. If you were nervous about coming down here, you're dead wrong. The traffic flows insanely low. The buses are free. Parking's $25 if you look hard enough. Food is everywhere. Most of these events are free. The weather is crazy cool. There are cops every 10 feet. Every 10 feet. And with all due respect to the folks who cause trouble downtown, they ain't causing trouble downtown today. There is no trouble downtown. There are actually men and women with dustpans and brooms sweeping stuff off the street. For those complaining that it's just a draft, I don't care. I don't care at all. We're showing up, we're showing off, and turning out. One more thing. Hotel rooms. Most of the hotels downtown have rooms available right now. At about half the rate where they started out a few months ago. So, if you want to stay downtown, well, there's a rate on Saturday for $150. Where's that at? Doubletree, $183. I'm sorry. The Marriott's $350. 5 of the 9 hotels have rooms tonight. Let me tell you what to do. Get your wife or your family or husband, drive up to the William Penn or whatever hotel you like and offer them $200 a night. I'm serious. They got rooms, and they need people to fill those rooms. So what am I trying to say? This event is absolutely spectacular, and you have to see it for yourself to imagine how beautiful this arch landing is. Aaron Stauber, a billionaire friend, said that this is Pittsburgh's Central Park. All right, I'll take that. I'll run with that. I'll deal with that. Hey, folks, we have the governor tomorrow live. We also have the mayor tomorrow live. And we'll be back here again. I love this. For us to park today, $90. However, my close friend, Meryl Stabile, stepped up and helped all of us and made this possible for us to be here and park. From Alco Parking, Meryl Stabile. Love you, my man. Folks, do not worry about crowds. Do not worry about security. Do not worry about parking. Do not worry about hotel rooms. It's all available. Collins next, folks. See you tomorrow.
Draft day is finally here. Everything you need to know surrounding the draft is right here. It's brought to you by Bill Few Associates Wealth Management, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey, it's Pony for my friends at Comer & Cross. Does your garage floor have cracked and stained concrete? Mine did. Maybe your garage floor had a bad epoxy or paint job. A new Comer & Cross garage floor is going to transform your whole garage, and all it's going to take is one day. I love mine, and you'll love yours. If you call them right now, and you should do it, don't waste another second. They'll take 50% off your installation. So here's that number, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. A Comer & Cross garage floor is the gold standard. It is guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint ever. And just like they did for me, they will make it so easy for you. Stuff in your garage, they'll take it out. Cracks and pits, they'll fix them perfectly. Look just like new. And they're going to put their proprietary Comer & Cross finish on it. So I want you to call them now and get that 50% off installation. The number is 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. 800-NEW-FLOOR. Or go to COMERcross.com. It's Comer & Cross Premium Concrete Coating.
The Carpenters Training Center is holding its annual open house on Saturday, May 2nd. Doors open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Bring the whole family and enjoy food, prizes, and Kids Corner. Their 4-year apprenticeship program is tuition-free, and you will earn competitive wages and benefits while you learn. Information sessions begin at 9 a.m. and noon. Learn about a career in the union building trades, as well as the pre-apprenticeship program. Join them Saturday, May 2nd, as 4th-year apprentices from their 6 crafts participate in competitions and demonstrations. Find out more at eascarpenterstech.edu.
Everything you knew about reaching customers online is being rewritten. Time to rethink your approach. Outcomes from Viant finds real customers, not impressions, not clicks, customers. Our AI maximizes every dollar of your budget against the outcomes that matter most and proves it happened. It's smarter advertising made simple. Visit Viant.ai.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 78 degrees under partly cloudy skies at 2 o'clock. I'm Pat Septak. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. Home improvements with no interest financing if you need it. Trust PJ.com. Well, Pittsburgh is kicking off draft week with a new fan experience right in the heart of downtown. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush has the details.
And this isn't just about football. It's about creating a full fan experience. From interactive exhibits to live entertainment, organizers say the Pitt Block Party is designed to bring the energy of draft week to everyone, while also introducing Arts Landing as a new gathering space for the city. The 3-day festivities are free to everyone, so make your way down here. Reporting from Arts Landing, I'm Tamara Rush on News Radio 1020 KDKA.
Meanwhile, David Ballarado is on the North Shore checking in on the impact that the draft is having on local businesses. David?
Well, Pat, the projections for this draft is would generate between $125 and $200 million in terms of economic benefits for the region, both short-term and long-term. And talking to many of the restaurants who are located along the North Shore, they have been seeing an increase in business today, and their expectations are very high for what's going to happen over the next 3 days. Herky Pollock is the owner of Sugarbird, which just opened a few weeks ago, just the day before the Pirate home opener. And he also thinks that this is going to be a great chance for the city.
It's going to be fantastic. I know that there was a lot of discussion about the fear of coming downtown and the parking and traffic, and it's so overblown. There's no fear whatsoever. And when you get here, it's easy to get here. It's very accessible, very walkable. There's golf carts everywhere. There's people walking across the bridge.
And you do see people coming across the bridge, taking the T, getting over to the North Shore. A lot of people heading over to the events down at Acrisure Stadium where I'm standing. And you do certainly see a lot of these economic big impacts that people were talking about starting to come to fruition. Reporting live on the North Shore, David Ballarado, News Radio KDKA.
Well, officials from the city, state, and federal governments, as well as the NFL, have been talking about a zero-tolerance policy for disruptive behavior at the draft. At least one group is planning to protest during the event. A group called the Anti-Trump Action Coalition is urging people to gain access to the draft with the NFL One Pass app so they can rally against ICE. ATAC calls this a disruptive, peaceful protest scheduled to start around 8 p.m. tonight. Participants are urged to wear plain white T-shirts with anti-ICE messages. Meanwhile, there's a rush of Americans trying to get Canadian citizenship. CBS News correspondent Allison Keyes with more.
Potentially millions of Americans might have an easier path to Canadian citizenship depending on their ancestry thanks to a December law. Canadian Bill C-3 opened up citizenship to anyone born before December 15th who could prove that they have a direct Canadian ancestor, even one more distant than a great-grandparent. People born on or after that date need to show that their parent met a residency requirement of just under 2,000 days. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
On Wall Street, the Dow is down 293 points, the Nasdaq is down 228 points, and the S&P 500 is down 38. KDKA Sports. The Pirates finished their series with the Texas Rangers tonight. KDKA Radio's coverage begins at 7:10. Bubba Chandler gets the start for the Bucks. KDKA Radio News Time is 2:04. Currently, it is partly cloudy and 78 degrees in Pittsburgh. The AccuWeather forecast is next.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and oh, they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Hey, Colin Dunlap for Schultz Ford. Listen here, gonna be warm before you know it. Get that ride for summertime. How about that convertible, that Mustang? Yep. Or you may be going on a trip. You need that Expedition. You need that Explorer. You need that room. You sure do. So, Schultz Ford Wexford, Schultz Ford Harmer, Schultz Ford South in West Mifflin, Schultz Ford in Wheeling. Get there. Get that ride for your summer vacation. It'll be here before you know it. Or go to schultzford.com. Fritz Landing will come right back with Lee Steinberg. First, from the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, KDKA AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good on the roadways right now. Starting from the north, the Parkway North is up to speed in both directions, inbound and outbound right now. Heading inbound from the east, Parkway East 376, mostly up to speed between the Turnpike and the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. Minor slowdown as you approach the mouth of the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. Then on the city side of the tunnel, the Parkway East is clear to the downtown exits and the approach to the Fort Pitt Bridge. Heading outbound on the Parkway East, very similar story, mostly up to speed with some minor brake tapping between Squirrel Hill and the tunnel. On 376, the Parkway West, inbound minor slowdown in the area of Robinson Township and Ridge Road. Closer to downtown, though, currently no delays between Green Tree and the Fort Pitt Tunnel. And similar story on the outbound side there as well. A little bit of traffic as you crest Green Tree Hill, but otherwise up to speed out toward the airport. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Today will be warm with sunshine and some clouds and a high near 80. There could be a shower toward evening, then partly cloudy and mild tonight, though 57. Times of sun and clouds and warm tomorrow. A shower or thunderstorm around later in the afternoon and evening, the high 82. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Reacting to the stories you're talking about. Colin Dunlap, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
All right, here we go. Arts Landing. Excited to be here. Brand new park. And it's a wonderful time. We're here for the NFL draft. Joined alongside Lee Steinberg. I'm Colin Dunlap. Seth, we need some more level here. Joined alongside Lee Steinberg. Hi, Lee. How are you?
Doing great. Pittsburgh's done itself proud with the city and the way it's handled this.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I do want to talk to you, and we'll get right out of the gate here. The proliferation of the draft as an event. You've seen it grow and grow and grow and become, they're expecting 700,000 people over the course of the 3 days. I'm sure you remember kind of the infancy when it wasn't a spectator sport, so to speak. Give me that a little bit. Talk about that in terms of how it's grown so much.
So my first client in 1975 was Steve Bartkowski. He was the first pick in the draft. The draft then was held in January. There were 17 rounds, and the only way you could track it was if a team called a player. There was no radio coverage, there was no TV coverage, and it's morphed into this off-season extravaganza, which goes on for days, with sponsors and multiple TV coverage, both the ESPN and the NFL Network. And if you go to a college and you root for the players there, then you're focused on the draft, or if you root for a pro team. So they've turned it into an extravaganza, and I think tonight Pittsburgh's going to break the all-time attendance record for a draft.
Lee Steinberg, super agent, joining me right here on KDKA. What about measurables versus people just putting on the tape? That's always a discussion point at this time of year. Okay, what did he do in games versus what did he do at the combine?
So the best predictor of future success is past success, and you see that by the field. They will send a player to the combine. They'll see how fast he runs, how high he can jump, how far he can jump, a lateral drill, and how many times he can bench press 225 pounds. And they get in love with a fast 40 time. There's no factor that elevates a player quicker than a rapid 40. But can that wide receiver catch the ball? Can that defensive back guard anybody? Can that running back hold on to the ball? So it will not surprise you if I tell you that 40% of the players picked tonight in the first round, if you track them out 5 years, will either be underperformers or busts.
The whole Mike Mamula situation, right?
Perfect example. He was the workout warrior. And again, you'll see players drafted in lower rounds who can't run a fast 40, but they have an instinctive sense of where the ball's coming, and they're more productive.
Lee Steinberg joining right here on KDK. Take me through the run-up to the draft and then draft day and then maybe the day or so after when Ben Roethlisberger was drafted here to Pittsburgh. How did that play out?
So the first part of it was training, and so he had advanced nutrition, he had strength training, he had a quarterback coach, Steve Clarkson, who worked with him, and then he went to the combine and threw. But the key for a quarterback is pro scouting day back on the college campus, where he'll throw 60 to 80 passes, and hopefully the ball never touches the ground. And that got him real interested. Now, what was complicated on draft day for him was that Tom Coughlin of the Giants, who had the number 4 pick, called him up and said, look, if we don't make the trade for Eli Manning by the time our pick comes, we're going to take you. And I said, Ben, there's no way. The Giants are in love with Eli Manning, and the Chargers fell in love with Phillip Rivers. But anyway, so we get to draft day, and it comes up, and they complete the trade at the 15th minute.
Right.
And bam, the air goes out of the balloon, you know. And I said, no, better things are coming. And it ended up a marriage made in heaven, because he perfectly aligned with the values and lifestyle of Pittsburgh.
When you saw Ben Roethlisberger in Oxford, or when he threw on the college campus, did you think he'd be a potential Hall of Famer?
Yes, he was. He had huge size, but he was a great athlete. He could run, and he was so strong he could stand up in the pocket, and he threw a beautiful ball. He also punted at Oxford.
Lee Steinberg joining. Lee, we talk in this town with a certain nobility with the Rooneys, right? In terms of they're sort of Pittsburgh's Kennedys in a way, I guess is a decent way to put it. When you negotiate with them, when you talk to them, when you've dealt with them throughout your career, are they an echelon above a lot of people in the NFL, or is that just Pittsburgh beating its chest?
No, they are unique. As a matter of fact, players tell me they put on the Steeler uniform and they perform at a higher level. And they have a culture. I remember one time Roethlisberger got hurt, and there was a lot of pressure to rush him back. And Dan Rooney said to me, you know, if we lose those games, we lose those games. We care about the long-term future with Ben Roethlisberger, and that's unique. And they have a great general manager in Omar Khan, and they scout well. They do everything really well. The question is, who plays quarterback?
Right. And what do you think is going to happen this year?
I don't know. There are people who are projecting Ty Simpson going to Pittsburgh in the first round, but they seem to be quite high on Howell, and they may not do much. But I mean, I've been through this for 52 years. I've had 64 first-round draft picks, and the very first player picked in a draft 8 different years, and 12 of the players in the Hall of Fame. So nothing would surprise me.
Does Aaron Rodgers have a lot of football left, or enough to be a starter?
Yes. Warren Moon told me something a long time ago. He said, if you don't get hurt in the legs, you can play quarterback into your 40s, because the field general aspect of it, decision making, seeing the field clearly, only get better and better with each year. As long as you can at least scramble around the pocket a little bit and you're not hurting your legs, you can be prolific forever. And Aaron Rodgers has a unique gift.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers has a command of the huddle and locker room, or is all that overblown?
No, I think he does. You look at him and you know he's a Hall of Famer, and that carries a level of respect. So I think he's good. And we know that he does the most critical thing for a quarterback, which is in adversity. You've thrown a couple interceptions, the crowd is booing, the center's looking at the quarterback like he's on hallucinogens for his play
Right.
calling. What does he do now? And Rodgers, like all great franchise quarterbacks, can compartmentalize, adopt the mind, tune out adversity, and elevate his level of play.
Couple more minutes and we come back off a break. We'll throw you to traffic. Come right back with Lee Steinberg. We're here at Arts Landing, the brand new beautiful Arts Landing. Let's hit traffic real quick. PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center. KDKA-AA Traffic, powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
Heading inbound on 376, the Parkway East, no significant delays, just a minor slowdown approaching the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. City side of the tunnel, Parkway East is clear to the downtown exits and the approach to the Fort Pitt Bridge. Outbound on the Parkway East, no slowdowns. Parkway West, 376 inbound, traffic is sluggish in the area of Robinson Township and Ridge Road. Closer to town, no delays between Green Tree and the Fort Pitt Tunnel, and the outbound Parkway West is clear. Parkway North and 28, both up to speed in both directions. With AAA traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
It's spring. That means birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, Mother's Day, and fresh, colorful spring flowers from OliverFlowers.com. Family-owned Oliver Flowers, celebrating spring for 96 years. Order online for free delivery in their service area. OliverFlowers.com.
The Pittsburgh Speaker Series at Heinz Hall, presented by University of Pittsburgh, announces its 26-27 season. 7 events to challenge your mind, enlarge your world, and make you laugh. With Anderson Cooper, former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, historian Anne Applebaum, financial journalist Andrew Ross Sorkin, and the former U.S. Ambassador to China, Nicholas Burns. The series is sponsored by News Radio KDKA and the Spanos Group of Raymond James. Tickets on sale now at pittsburghspeakers.org.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg with your Lowe's weekend weather update. In Pittsburgh, variable cloudiness Saturday with a couple of showers around on a high of 72. Some sunshine Sunday with highs in the mid-60s. Spring into deals at Lowe's. Shop Stay Green Premium 2 cubic foot mulch, 5 bags for $10. Plus get up to 35% off select major appliances. Valid through 5/6. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
April is here and everything is in bloom, including savings at Bowser Hyundai. The 2026 Hyundai Tucson all-wheel drive brings versatility to your ride, and right now at Bowser Hyundai, the #1 volume Hyundai dealer in Pittsburgh, you can get the Tucson SE with 0% APR for 60 months or get rebates up to $3,000. And don't forget, all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance that are backed by America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles, powertrain limited warranty. So don't wait. Get to BowserHyundai.com today. Based on 2025 year-end and January 2026 sales results, tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $490 applies. 24 months, 7,500 miles per year with $2,999 due at signing with credit approval and financing through HMFC. Offer ends May 3rd, 2026. BowserHyundai.com. Bowser Hyundai, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Takeback Day, April 25th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
A doctor's mistake can turn your world upside down. Massa Law Group has recovered millions for families across our Pittsburgh region. We're here with real compassion and real results. Call 412-338-1800 for your free case review today.
Your drive just got easier. It's Colin Dunlap on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
All right, listen for that drive at 5. Stories driving the news every single day at 5. It's all brought to you by ServiceMaster Greater Pittsburgh. Demand the yellow van. Colin Dunlap here at Arts Landing alongside Lee Steinberg for one more segment. Famed player agent, Representative Ben Roethlisberger, a bunch of Steeler quarterbacks. Take me through the moment tonight or any draft, Lee, when in particular a quarterback is taken and they go up and they shake Roger Goodell's hand. Is it relief? Is it euphoria? Is it a new dawn? What's the feedback to you about that moment that players tell you?
Well, draft night's my favorite night of the year because you've got, if you're here, you've got a certain number of family and friends around you who've probably been part of the experience for your whole life. And it starts with Pop Warner football. It's my job to suss out with teams exactly who the hot teams are that tell me they'll take the player. Because those are the only teams that are really going to draft. So back in Ben's day, we said Buffalo's coming and Pittsburgh's coming. They're both hot teams for you. So hopefully you prepared the players so it's not agonizing. Draft time doesn't feel like real time, Colin. It's water torture time. And every minute that passes between those picks, every second seems like a minute, every minute seems like an hour, and the tension ratchets up. When the player gets picked, there's joy, ecstasy, chaos, and it's an exultant moment where players are tempted to cry. Some do.
How much is it templated out beforehand? Is 1, 2, 3, and 4 already known, or is it very draft to draft?
The only thing that changes the deck is trading. And when you see teams take the whole 8 minutes tonight for their first-round draft pick, it's not because they don't know who they would take, because they've had months to think through every possible layout of what the round looks like when they get to their turn. It's trading. Teams want to move up in the draft to secure a specific player they think will be gone when their turn comes. They want to move down because they don't love the talent where they are and they'd rather aggregate draft picks.
We're uniquely positioned here in Pittsburgh in that for the first time in a long time, there's an offensive-minded head coach. Does that change things with the organization sort of flow chart, or is too much read into that?
No, it does change things because an offensive coach is going to think offense. Not that he won't think about the rest of roster composition, but his heart is with speedy wide receivers, a great running back, and a franchise quarterback.
When under Cowher and Tomlin, was there a thought with agents, with players, that it is going to be we're not going to try to beat you, 34-27. We're going to try to beat you 10-7 in Pittsburgh for a long time, for pretty much a generation of football fans. Is that accurate?
No, really, if you look at it, Ben Roethlisberger Pittsburgh scored a lot of points.
Right.
And they've had, from, Jerome Bettis on, they've had star players at skilled positions. And they're known for defense in a way, but they have traditionally scored a lot of points.
Whenever you go through a list of NFL players all time who were ahead of their time, is Cordell Stewart pretty much at the top?
He's right there. I was thinking Warren Moon, too. There was a time in the NFL when there was a contingent of scouts and personnel that didn't think a black quarterback had the intellectual prowess or leadership skills to lead a team. For Warren, that meant going to Canada for 6 years, and then he came back and played 17 in the NFL. When Cordell went through scouting, there were teams that wanted to make him a running back, teams wanted to make him a wide receiver, and same with Warren. And both of them said the same thing: I was born to be a quarterback, and wouldn't do it. But Cordell sort of broke the mold in terms of a quarterback with that escapability who could run like a running back.
You were right in the vortex of it. The whole Tommy Maddox, Ben Roethlisberger transition. It wasn't always pretty, or at least that's how it was portrayed to the fan base. It was interesting, I guess. How did it play out in your eyes?
Well, when training camp's coming up his rookie year, and we have to make a deal. It's not like today where the salary cap dictates everything. So I came back and met with Dan Rooney, and he said, well, we're apart on years, on bonus, on everything. You better go home. I was here in Pittsburgh. And I said, Dan, I am not leaving. I'll be a permanent resident of Pittsburgh until we sign this guy because he needs to come in. So even though they had Maddox, Roethlisberger was on time and working. And so when the injury came down, it wasn't Ben's choice. He just replaced him.
Take me through, I guess, the ambassador and how he operated. Is it different than how the Steelers operate now, or is it really that family-run business that operates kind of the same way?
It's a family-run business that has real vision. There's a culture and identity to the Steelers that's palpable. You feel it. You're expected to do things the Steeler way. That means certain behavioral norms. That means toughness and all the rest. And again, players tell me they play better when they put that Steeler uniform on, and the fans are obviously Looney Tunes.
Have you, just a couple more things, the evolution of the athlete in that, maybe there are different revenue streams, people are more showy, all that. Is that just a sign of the times and agents and people need to get used to that? Or it seems like there are some people who are averse to it, and I've never understood that.
Well, the truth of the matter is because of NIL, you now have high school players looking for a marketing agent, and you have these players branding themselves, creating identity on social media that's much broader than it used to be, and they're thinking about it. They grow up thinking about it. Yesterday's athlete thought about how they were going to play on the field, but today they're all marketing mavens, and so that's here to stay.
Last thing for you before I let you go, Lee Steinberg joining. You spoke to a group of moms. Is that still the easiest way to an athlete's heart, is through their mom?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, athletes have thousands of people around them, but only one mom. And moms carry this moral authority where big, strong, buffed athletes are scared to death their mother will disapprove.
Lee, you're a great man. I appreciate you joining for a little while today. Big night tonight. As you said, it's your favorite night on the calendar, right?
Love it.
Fantastic stuff. I appreciate it. We'll come right back after news right here, KDKA.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
At EasyCater, we believe every workday gets better with great food. Like that morning status meeting, always better with bagels. And don't forget the coffee. Ops team working late? How about some Power Bowls to keep them going strong? Sandy's celebrating 10 years at the company. This calls for cupcakes. With EasyCater, you get a huge variety of favorite restaurants with tools to help meet dietary needs and stay on budget, all on one platform. So make every workday better with EasyCater. Start an order at easycater.com.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/protect. Ethos.com/protect. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It is 77 degrees under mostly cloudy skies at Pittsburgh International at 2:30. I'm Pat Septak. After years of planning, the NFL Draft is officially underway. Pittsburgh has been planning for the event for well over a year, with estimates of up to 700,000 people expected to watch the draft and take part in the various free activities at Point State Park and along the North Shore. Mayor O'Connor says it should be a big day for many local businesses.
I do want to point out all of our local shops and restaurants that are within this zone talking about Pittsburgh, talking about why they're investing in Pittsburgh. So we encourage all Steeler fans to come down this week.
Coinciding with the NFL draft, as thousands of people pour into the Golden Triangle, U.S. Steel is also unveiling an exhibit at Steel Plaza tomorrow through Sunday. The Forging Our Future exhibit is part of the company's 125th year birthday celebration called Steel on the Move, which will include a nationwide tour designed to bring the story of steel to life. But Pittsburgh's NFL draft spotlight is going to the dogs, literally, as local rescue pups get their shot at a forever home. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush has the details.
Harp will showcase 11 adoptable dogs during Day 3 of the NFL Draft in a unique partnership. Director of Marketing Michelle Frenier tells KDKA Radio some pups are named after legendary Steelers draft picks, including an 8-year-old dog named Ben Roethlisberger.
He is definitely a standout for somebody who is, looking to bring that veteran kind of personality to their home. He's lovable. He loves his people. He loves treats. He's a loyal companion. So we see him as truly one of the best picks in the bird.
Other pup picks include Jerome Bettis, Terry Bradshaw, and Franco Harris. Fans can watch the adoptable draft picks take the stage during Saturday's draft festivities. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is down 167 points, the Nasdaq is down 200 points, and the S&P 500 is down 26 points. KDKA Radio News Time is 2:32. Our next update at 3 o'clock. I'm Pat Septak on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Money, sponsored by Ethos.
Looking for cheap airfare for summer vacation? Good luck.
You may have to reconsider, especially since inflation is taking a bite out of your disposable income.
Joe Brancatelli of JoeSentMe.com says smart packing can help you save on higher fees for checked luggage.
It's down to one bag per person that you can carry on. That's the best way to save some money this summer.
I'm Rob Hart.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/protect. ethos.com/protect. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions.
My friends at NASCO Roofing take pride in exceeding customer expectations. Stephanie from Murraysville used NASCO for minor roof repairs. When a storm created substantial roof damage, she called NASCO. NASCO worked with Stephanie's insurance company and installed a beautiful brand new roof. NASCO has satisfied thousands like Stephanie. Get NASCO on your roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day. Special financing available. NASCO Roofing, NASCO.
More amazing specials for the month of April at Coons Market. Isn't that right, Frank Dentisi?
Right, Rob. In our meat department, choice flat iron steaks are $8.99 a pound. In the produce department, large Dole mangoes are 4 for $5. In the deli, Coons 8-piece fried chicken is $6.99 each. An additional savings this week, selected varieties of wishbone salad dressing, 15-ounce bottles, 2 for $5.
It's all happening now at Coons Market. Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Are you turning 65 and have questions about Medicare? Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage in Pennsylvania with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plans include benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. You may also qualify for a monthly credit toward your Part B premium. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, KDKA AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
Heading inbound on 376, the Parkway East, no significant delays, just a minor slowdown approaching the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. On the city side of the tunnel, Parkway East is clear to downtown exits and the approach to the Fort Pitt Bridge. Heading outbound on the Parkway East, also no slowdowns right now. On 376, the Parkway West inbound, traffic still sluggish in the area of Robinson Township and Ridge Road. Closer to downtown, though, no delays between Green Tree and the Fort Pitt Tunnel. The outbound Parkway West is clear. Parkway North and 28 up to speed in both directions, and some updates from Pittsburgh Regional Transit about the Park and Rides. Dormont Junction, Mount Lebanon, Washington Junction Park and Rides are full. The McCandless one is also full, and the Ross Park and Ride is at 75% capacity. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Very warm this afternoon. Looks like a warm evening for the draft. Clouds and sun. The high today in the upper 70s to around 80. Partly cloudy tonight down to 58. Very warm tomorrow. An afternoon thunderstorm high 82. Then we'll have some showers Saturday. For AccuWeather, I'm John Feerick, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Pittsburgh's very own board-certified and licensed hypnotherapist Dan Vitchoff of the PA Hypnosis Center is here to help you. He has helped train U.S. Olympic team members control their brains, stay relaxed, focused, and in control, giving them the edge for the gold. He's recognized by many organizations around the world as one of the top hypnotherapists anywhere. He has gotten over 3,000 people to give up cigarettes for good in the last 22 years. He's helped folks even who've tried gastric bypass to lose weight. He can help you and give you a 98% success guarantee. Call 724-934-8446. That's Dan Vitchoff, the PA Hypnosis Center. Mention KDKA and get $50 off any program. But call for a free consultation today, 724-934-8446. The PA Hypnosis Center with Dan Vitchoff. Make that call today, 724-934-8446.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast.
Pump up the volume.
When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at KennyRoss.com.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Join us tomorrow on the Big K Morning Show, 5:30 until 10. Everything you need to know about the NFL Draft and how you and your family can enjoy and take part.
All right, NASCAR Roofing, instant access to all our shows. Just a click away. Email us, instantaccesskdkradio.com. We're at Arts Landing. Colin Dunlap with you. So much happening. And to be frank, we're sort of guests of the University of Pittsburgh. So over the next couple days, and you heard some with Marty's show, we're going to have a bunch of different people from Pitt to kind of go through what they got going on. They've overtaken Arts Landing, which it's brand new. There's a lot of cachet when it's a brand new park and you kind of overtake it. That's great stuff. Let me welcome in Lori Burens. She's the Assistant Athletic Director for Licensing and Brand Management at the University of Pittsburgh. Did I get that right, Lori?
You did.
Fantastic. Big, long title. You got a lot going on. Very important.
It's a long title, but...
the kind of the new frontier of athletics. How much does it make what you do, one, much different than it was maybe 10 years ago, and two, somebody who has to be very forward-thinking with everything that you do?
Yeah, so my main objective is to kind of protect and promote the University of Pittsburgh and you know all that our intellectual property and you know what people think of and when they think of the University of Pittsburgh. And so with the new era that we're in, you know, where that intersects with our student athletes' personal brands, you know, we want to promote them and the university. So we've had to get a little creative over the years and just kind of change how we think
In this day and age, too, how important is it for people to have instant recognizability? Whether they turn on a football game for a minute, whether they an Instagram story comes on, there has to be a streamlined, not necessarily singular logo, but they need to know that's Pitt right away. Is that a pretty big objective?
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, in the era of social media, you don't have a lot of time to capture people's attention, right, before they move on. So it's so important that we get our colors and our branding out there as soon as possible. And that's what we love about the brand that we've had over the last 7 years. When we went back to the bright gold and royal, people know us. There's not many other schools in the country that can have this color combination, so it's been great.
Well, I think that's been one thing, and that's one thing that Pitt has gotten back to. When we were growing up, as soon as you turned on the television, you saw a helmet. You say, I know that's Pitt. Whether you live in El Paso, Texas, or Denver, Colorado, or in Homestead, that's Pitt. And you didn't need much time. And I feel like the identity has gotten back to that. Is that the same feedback that you get?
Oh, yeah, overwhelmingly so. I mean, that helmet, there's nothing more iconic than that Pitt football helmet, right?
Right.
Everyone knows what that is, no matter where you are. So that's really been our marquee.
Lori Buren's joining, Assistant Athletic Director, Licensing and Brand Management at Pitt. What is the balance to be struck between promoting individual athletes and promoting teams? Because it has to be tenuous at times, I can imagine.
Yeah, I think a balance is the right word, right? So, we're obviously part of a university, part of an athletic program, and those are very important entities, but we also have these student athletes who are trying to, get to the next level, and whatever that means for them. So it is just striking the balance and really working with them and their representatives and their families, and just trying to be collaborative and as much as we can to help both entities.
You think of Larry Fitzgerald, you think of Aaron Donald, you think of Tony Dorsett and people like that, and that's just in the football realm. But it feels like there's a good stable of successful alum in a lot of sports that are willing to be, that have been Pitt proud, hail to Pitt, everything, and that are willing to give back. Does that help a lot?
Oh, of course. You put Larry Fitzgerald in front of an 18-year-old kid who doesn't want to be just like him.
Right.
So yeah, that's absolutely super important. To keep our alumni engaged.
What about the buy-in from your coaches? Has that been something that has helped propel it forward? And how much does it take with so much on their plate? Now you have NIL, you have recruiting, you have retaining athletes, and then you have kind of building the brand for the school. It feels like they're stretched as thin as ever now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Coaching is a whole new game, right?
Right.
And I'm glad I don't have to be the recruiter or the coach in that I just have to help them look good.
When you have a prospective recruit on campus, or somebody walks through and you say, and they walk by your office, right? Or maybe they're walking around with a coach. It doesn't matter. It could be gymnastics, it could be wrestling, it could be football, whatever it is. And they stop by. A coach says, Lori is going to help you do what? What is the pitch from a coach?
We're going to help them make the most of their personal brand as much as they want to take the opportunity to do so, right? So some of our student athletes are really into it and some of them aren't. And, they're here to play their sport and they're really focused on that. Others want to take advantage of what potential they could have, in this new age of all the social media and NIL. So we want to help them as much as they want us to help them.
How difficult is it with this arms race, I guess, in Wild Wild West with either the NCAA stuff or legality of it, to constantly have to evolve and learn and make sure you're playing within the rules? Because it can't be easy for you. It feels like you probably have to do tutorial after tutorial and symposium after symposium. Like, your life can't be easy with that, with knowing where the rules are.
No, I mean, communication is key, right? We have to be in touch with each other to make sure, okay, can we do this? Can we not do this? But, what are the rules this week? And so, constantly, talking with each other as a staff to make sure that we're following protocol. Super important.
Last thing for you, Lori Buren's joining, Assistant AD, Licensing and Brand Management. Victory Heights, that seems to be a marketable quotient unto itself, along with individual athletes or teams. Victory Heights feels as if it's something that can propel Pitt to a level which we've not seen before. I mean, I love Fitzgerald Fieldhouse, but come on, like I grew up in it. Where can that push this athletic program?
Oh, it's a gorgeous venue. It's a beautiful building. It's state of the art, right? We love the Peterson Event Center, but it's already 25 years old. And so technology changes. There's so much to Victory Heights that's new, and the branding is amazing. In my heart, the branding is what's the best part.
So it's not like the racquetball courts at Fitzgerald?
No, it's definitely
different?
It's definitely not. No, I think you're going to see some great volleyball matches there come the fall. So it's a beautiful building.
Fantastic. I appreciate it as always. It's great. Pitt has been a gracious host for us. And how about this park? Right?
This park is amazing. It is a beautiful new space for the city, and we're thrilled to be here.
Yeah, Pitt's taken it over, and they've welcomed a bunch of people in. I appreciate your time today. So much more going on. I'm going to have the athletic director on in just a little bit.
Great.
And that's Lori Burens, Assistant AD Licensing and Brand Management. Let's hit a draft update right here, KDKA.
Time now for an update from the KDKA Draft Information Desk, powered by Bowser Chevrolet, and brought to you by Generator Supercenter of Pittsburgh and by Sniper and Harmony Organic Insect Control.
Well, with the draft now in full swing, the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust is hosting its first major event today at downtown's new park, the 4.5-acre Arts Landing. Kendra Whitlock Ingram, CEO and Executive Director at the Trust, says what you're going to experience at the Pitt Block Party today is a celebration of Pitt football history.
Pitt's going to have a open-air Pitt football museum. There's going to be merch, tons of fun games for families, all kinds of kids zone activities, food and drink. It's just going to be a super fun time.
And it is completely free, and it is open to the public, so go over to the main stage of the draft. Check all that out, and then maybe on your way back, stop at the Pitt Block Party at Arts Landing. Hours are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. all 3 days. From the KDKA Draft Information Desk, I'm Pat Septak.
PJ Fitzpatrick, Home Improvement Traffic Center. KDKA AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
Yeah, we're still seeing the roadways moving pretty smoothly, both inbound and outbound right now, but we are seeing the park and rides filling to capacity or nearing capacity. So I'll have a little bit more information on that in my next report, but let's focus on the roadways in this one. Inbound on the Parkway East, no significant delays, just a minor slowdown approaching the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. On the city side of the tunnel, Parkway East is clear to the downtown exits and the approach to the Fort Pitt Bridge. That's on the inbound side. The outbound side, minor slowdown approaching the tunnel, but also up to speed. Parkway West, 376 inbound side, traffic is sluggish in the area of Robinson Township and Ridge Road. Closer to town, though, no delays between Green Tree and the Fort Pitt Tunnel. And the outbound Parkway West is clear between the tunnel and the airport. Parkway North and 28, both up to speed in both directions. 51, 65, 19, all moving well. 19, a little more stop and go on the inbound side. With AAA traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to Colin Dunlap on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
A luxury vacation home where the only decision is pool time or beach time. Your own private indoor pool, a real movie theater, a kitchen big enough for everyone to cook together. Whether it's a deep water dock on the lake or a private path to the ocean, SWAC Vacation Rentals has the place where this summer's memories are made. And when you book direct, you skip the extra platform fees and you get the best price. Give yourself something better to look forward to this year. Let's be honest, you've earned it. Visit SWAC, SWACK vacations.com.
The Carpenters Training Center is holding its annual open house on Saturday, May 2nd. Doors open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Bring the whole family and enjoy food, prizes, and Kids Corner. Their 4-year apprenticeship program is tuition-free, and you will earn competitive wages and benefits while you learn. Information sessions begin at 9 a.m. and noon. Learn about a career in the union building trades, as well as the pre-apprenticeship program. Join them Saturday, May 2nd, as 4th-year apprentices from their 6 crafts participate in competitions and demonstrations. Find out more at eascarpenterstech.edu.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
Allegheny County is looking for poll workers to work the election on May 19th. Poll workers earn $150 to $175 for the day plus paid training. For more info and to apply, visit AlleghenyVotes.com. That's AlleghenyVotes.com.
Make 380 Auction of Murraysville your next stop for name brand furniture. Stop in and compare their quality and pricing and save. 380 Auction has name brand furniture for less. Before you buy, shop 380 and save on your next furniture purchase. 380 Auction is open Tuesday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 724-339-3132. That's 724-339-3132 or log on to shop380.com and save.
On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Breaking news for your home. Way Day. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Way Day long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair. And all up to 80% off during Way Day. Shop Wayfair's Way Day from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-429-3200. That's 800-429-3200. 800-429-3200.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. 24 months, no payments or interest. $500 off. Restrictions do apply, but call 412-543-6003.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Shareholders of Warner Brothers Discovery have approved the deal to be bought by Paramount Skydance. The deal would see Paramount pay $31 per share for all of Warner Brothers Discovery, including cable networks, movie studios, and its streaming service. Details are emerging about the possible bailout of Spirit Airlines. A report by CNN says the carrier would receive $500 million in federal assistance, with the U.S. government taking a stake in the airline. This deal would avoid a Spirit shutdown, which would be the first for a U.S. carrier in 25 years. Starbucks appears to be winning over consumers with its loyalty rewards program. 60% of fiscal 2025 revenue was tied to its loyalty program, and its new 60-star redemption, which gives the customer a $2 discount, is being well received. It's also seeing success with its free Mod Mondays, which is a free customization on a drink. I'm Dan Loney on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
You've heard the news. Now talk about it with Colin Dunlap on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All right, finally a little time to breathe. Woo! What a day, what a day, what a day it's been already. We're here at Arts Landing, Colin Dunlap NFL Draft taking place across the river in just a little while. Man, so much happening today. Big thanks to everybody joining me. You know what? We took a vote, and there are a lot of people chiming in. 866-391-1020, 866-391-1020, both on the text line and people emailing me. They want to hear that Lee Steinberg interview. People missed it or maybe just caught a bit and pieces of it. So that being said, we're going to re-rack that coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. Lee Steinberg, who represented, as he said, 3 Steeler quarterbacks in a row, Roethlisberger and Tommy Maddox and Cordell Stewart. And so just a gigantic player agent and somebody they made the movie Jerry Maguire based off of. So we'll hear that. Coming up top of the hour, just a few minutes, we'll hear from Pittsburgh Police Chief Jason Lando and everything that has gone into this whole situation with the NFL Draft and what they got going on and how they serve to make it safe, make it secure. And I'll say this, if you're headed down here, okay, and first of all, the traffic was much lighter than I anticipated. I know that's been a constant refrain from a lot of people, but it's absolutely true. Second of all, the security and the amount of people who are working to keep you safe has been very noticeable, very visible, and something that has been very front-facing, and it's much, much appreciated from everybody. I know that when you look at it, that's one of the concerns about big crowds. It's just the reality of the world we live in. But for me, I have felt extremely safe, both walking over here, and we didn't walk very far, but then inside the venues as well. A very visible, noticeable law enforcement presence. So there's that. So we'll talk to Chief Lando coming up in just a little bit. In the 3 o'clock hour, David Ballarado, too. He's been walking around. We'll talk to David at about 3:20 or so, if that's good for him. Is that good for David Ballarado? It sure is. He's shaking his head, yes. So we'll talk to him. But as always, you can listen to us 100.1 FM AM 1020 KDKA or on that Odyssey app, AUDACY, yep. Just go to our KDKRadio.com website. Metropolitan Window Company helps us out with all of that. Or our YouTube page, which is absolutely positively fantastic. We'll be right back with the Chief of Police, Jason Lando, after news on KDKA.
When the weather turns bad, turn to us for the best news, weather, and traffic information from the KDKA Radio Storm Center. Presented by Duquesne Light Company, larger than light, and brought to you by Butler Transit Authority. Online and on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for moms.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour, and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
Spring into deals at Lowe's and let your inner gardening guru out.
Get select 1-pint annuals for $1 to start planting. Plus, get a free additional Cobalt 40-volt 2-amp-hour battery when you buy a select Cobalt 40-volt trimmer and blower combo kit for your lawn. The smell of fresh-cut grass, new plants, and weekends in the yard? It's springtime, and our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/6. Annuals offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 77 degrees under mostly cloudy skies at Pittsburgh International at 3 o'clock. I'm Pat Septak. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. For all your home's windows, siding, doors, and bath, trust PJ.com. Well, the 2026 NFL Draft is well underway, and tight airspace restrictions are now in effect in Pittsburgh. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush has the details.
A 2 nautical mile radius up to 2,000 feet, classifying the area as national defense airspace. That means no unauthorized drones. Any aircraft in the zone will be closely monitored by federal, state, and local authorities. Boundaries stretch from Perrysville Avenue in the north, Petrel Way in the west, West Liberty Avenue in the south, and Blakely Court in Oakland to the east. Officials warn pilots who violate the restriction could be intercepted, detained, and face penalties ranging from fines and license revocation to criminal charges or seizure of their drone. Visitors may still see drones in the area, however, those are pre-approved. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Local businesses are hoping to cash in with the draft being held in Pittsburgh over the next 3 days. News Radio KDK's David Ballarado is on the North Shore with that aspect of it. David?
Pat, going into the event, there was projections of anywhere between $150 to $200 million of economic benefits the draft would generate, both short-term and long-term, as Pittsburgh gets ready to host anywhere between 500 to 700,000 people are the various estimates that have been floated. I talked to many North Side businesses who are close to Acroshore Stadium, and they're anticipating a very busy day today and over the next 3 days with record crowds expected. Back here, I'm down here at Arts Landing for the Pitt Block Party now, and I got a chance to speak to Kendra Whitlock Ingram, who is the CEO of the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust, and I asked her what she thinks people are going to discover when they see this new space really for the first time.
It gives you this new view of the river. It's like a completely new river view, and I think that's the thing that has been really surprising to people. Also, looking cityway, looking south, having that beautiful cityscape. I think that was a big surprise to us because we were always looking towards the river when we were looking at the design.
Now, this event down here at Arts Landing is going to wrap up at 6 o'clock tonight, just in time for the main festivities to get underway over on the north side and at the Point. Reporting live downtown, David Ballarado, News Radio KDKA.
And the newly renovated Market Square is also now open. The official ribbon cutting was yesterday at the historic location. Governor Josh Shapiro says the redevelopment comes on the heels of the opening of Arts Landing and the restart of the fountain at Point State Park.
This is a city that values one another, values our community, and that's why we began our downtown revitalization by building up these central places of community.
And Original Oyster House owner Jen Grippo says even though she's excited the project is over, she will miss the relationship she's made with the people who have been working on the site. And President Trump says the clock is ticking when it comes to ending the war with Iran. CBS's Linda Kenyon reports from the White House.
The president said the media are wrongly reporting he is anxious to end the war. Trump posted, "Please be advised that I am possibly the least pressured person ever to be in this position. I have all the time in the world, but Iran doesn't." The president added Iran's Navy, Air Force, anti-aircraft, and radar weaponry are all gone, and so are Iran's leaders, while the U.S. blockade of the Strait of Hormuz is what he called airtight and strong. Trump also said he will only make a deal with Iran that is appropriate and good for the U.S., its allies, and the rest of the world. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, the White House.
On Wall Street today, The Dow is down 239 points. The Nasdaq is down 274 points. And the S&P 500 is down 42. KDKA Sports, the Pirates finish their series with the Texas Rangers tonight. KDKA Radio's coverage begins at 7:10. Bubba Chandler gets the start for the Bucks. KDKA Radio News time is 3:04. Time to call Dina Schmidt and Michael Coleman at One Health Benefits at 724-799-8873 if you recently lost your health insurance or don't have insurance through your employer. It is now currently mostly cloudy, and temperature-wise, we're at 77 degrees in Pittsburgh. KDKA AAA traffic and the AccuWeather forecast next.
Hey, it's Pony for my friends at Comer and Cross. Does your garage floor have cracked and stained concrete? Mine did. Maybe your garage floor had a bad epoxy or paint job. A new Comer and Cross garage floor is going to transform your whole garage, and all it's going to take is one day. I love mine, and you'll love yours. If you call them right now, and you should do it, don't waste another second. They'll take 50% off your installation. So here's that number, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. A Comer and Cross garage floor is the gold standard. It is guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint ever. And just like they did for me, they will make it so easy for you. Stuff in your garage, they'll take it out. Cracks and pits, they'll fix them perfectly. Look just like new. And they're going to put their proprietary Comer and Cross finish on it. So I want you to call them now and get that 50% off installation. The number is 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. 800-NEW-FLOOR. Or go to COMERcross.com. It's Comer and Cross Premium Concrete Coatings.
All right, Pittsburgh Chief of Police Jason Lando next. First, traffic. PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center. KDKA AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
All right, thanks, Colin. Getting a report of an accident on Jumonville Street and Gist Street. All lanes are closed there, so look out for that. Taking a look at the outbound lanes, just seeing a few brake lights on the Parkway East outbound right before the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. Now sending it over to Heather Zambito for your draft coverage.
Thanks, Margot. There are no significant delays right now heading toward draft activities downtown and on the North Shore, but I do have some updates from Pittsburgh Regional Transit about the park and rides. Several park and rides are already closed. Dormont, Mount Lebanon, Washington Junction, Crafton, Bell, Potomac, McCandless, they're all listed as closed. A few are nearing capacity. Those are Ross, the Monroeville Mall, and Sheridan, as well as Idlewood. Carnegie, St. Anne, and Wilkinsburg, they only have about half of their spots taken up right now, so if you're determining which park and ride you want to utilize, Carnegie, St. Anne, Wilkinsburg, those are good bets right now. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Very warm the rest of the afternoon with clouds and sun, highs in the upper 70s to around 80. Partly cloudy tonight, down to 58. Looks like a warm evening for the draft. Warm tomorrow, maybe a thunderstorm in the afternoon, high 82, then cooler with some showers Saturday. For AccuWeather, I'm John Feerick, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
The following is an editorial by KDKA Radio Regional Vice President Michael Spacciapoli.
Imagine the song Anticipation playing in the background like in that old Heinz ketchup commercial. Now, you're driving through the Fort Pitt Tunnel in the city of Pittsburgh, the only city with an actual entrance, presents itself in all its splendor. It has never looked better. Ever since we learned we could be hosting the NFL Draft, everyone got to work to make sure the city we love so much and are so proud of was even better than we imagined. Now, that's the superficial beauty, which is spectacular, but our true charm is us. Please welcome everyone with a smile. Go out of your way to be friendly, helpful, and kind. This is our time to shine, and I know we will because we always do.
This has been an editorial by KDKA Radio Regional Vice President Michael Spacciapoli. To view a transcript, go to kdkaradio.com.
It's a match made in heaven. Your drive home and Colin Dunlap. Only on 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
All right, we're here at Arts Landing. Marty was here. I'm here. Same thing tomorrow. Stop down and see us. Let me welcome in Pittsburgh Police Chief Jason Lando. He joins right now via phone. Hi, Chief. How are you?
Hey, good to be with you, Colin. I'm doing well. How are you?
Absolutely. Chief, I know nothing about public safety, but I do know about being a citizen and feeling safe. The visibility of law enforcement agents at this draft, from the time I got out of the parking garage to when I walked on Fort Duquesne, through the park, everywhere, has made me feel safe because they're visible. Obviously, that's on purpose. Is that a number one priority with a big crowd?
Absolutely. Visibility is key, but it's also important to note that we have a significant number of officers working in a plainclothes or undercover capacity as well. So they're watching, things from a distance. So both that overt and covert presence are both key. And I got to tell you, I've been making my way around the city last night and then again this morning, and I've just been really proud of what I've seen from our law enforcement and all of our partners as well. I mean, this is a team effort, and this is all hands on deck. We have federal, state, and local here, and we couldn't do it without them. But yeah, you're right. As we're watching things on the monitor here at the command post, there's a joke right now that I think we outnumber the attendees right now 2-1.
Police Chief Jason Lando joining. I'm the last guy to be a Pollyanna. I definitely tilt toward trying to find something and not make a problem, but fix a problem a lot of times in the discussion. I'll be honest with you. This is the biggest crowd I've seen with as many people smiling and happy that I've ever seen in Pittsburgh. I know it's a small sample size. I've only been down here since about 10 a.m. I don't know if you've seen the same thing, but it feels like people have a different pep in their step and they're happy. That has to be a good litmus test as to how it's going.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, this is a once-in-a-career opportunity for our officers, kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a lot of the people that are here. For us to be able to host the draft, how cool is that? And talking to the officers at the roll calls yesterday, I said, hey, how's it going? How are you doing? And the overwhelming amount of officers said, I know it's like long days and long shifts, but how cool is this that we get to be here doing this and representing our city and hosting the draft? So you're right. I mean, I think as a city, we're very proud of what we're doing over these few days, and it shows.
Take me through proactivity, federal, state, local, county, everybody, and the communication that had to happen in order to, at least to this point, make it all work and to kind of pull this off. You don't just have fly-by-night meetings. It has to be something that's been in the works for quite some time.
Yeah, this is where I have to give a shout-out to Commander Anthony Palermo. He's been working on this for over a year. I came back about 4 months ago and stepped into this position. And honestly, I didn't know what did the draft preparations look like. I went to my first meeting with Commander Palermo, who is our point person on all things draft related. And I was truly blown away by the amount of work, the amount of coordination and collaboration that had gone into to this process. And it's been going on in meetings. Obviously the tempo increases as we get closer to the draft, but weekly meetings and sometimes 2 or 3 times a week meetings for the past year to get ready for this. So, the crowds that are out there today, they see the product of that, but I don't think anyone has any idea just how much work has gone on behind the scenes, organizing with all of our partners in law enforcement, fire, EMS, the military, the Coast Guard, our federal partners. This is a truly heavy lift, and it was a team effort.
Pittsburgh Police Chief Jason Lando joining for just a couple more minutes. How much has the evolution of police work changed with crowd control, looking at crowds and things like that with the advent of cameras and drones and so much more eye-in-the-sky stuff in the time that you've been in police work?
Yeah, it's changed. I mean, it is such a force multiplier for us, whether it's cameras or drones, all the different technology we have out there. It allows our officers to kind of be in certain situations, like I say, out of sight, out of mind, right? Like we don't need to have like an overwhelming presence, a tactical presence like we used to. We can use technology now to kind of gauge these situations and determine the best way to respond. And so, yes, we have a lot of officers out there in uniform walking around, but we're able to stage those other assets out of sight and use those drones and those cameras to monitor. And if we think, we see something troubling that we think that we need actually boots on the ground or additional resources, we can bring them in, but we don't have to have them, in plain sight the entire time, which, sometimes that can amp people up, and that's not what we're looking to do. We're looking to keep this a calm event and one that's fun for everyone.
And last thing before I let you go, I know you're a super busy man today. First point of contact a lot of times with people, even if they have a question or maybe if they're in a bit of trouble. I've noticed the EMTs, I've noticed the crossing guards. Everybody seems to be willing to help. It certainly does take a community and not just the police force. To work in conjunction with everybody that's sort of wearing the same crest has to make you feel good.
Absolutely. And in reality, I mean, that's what we're here for. In talking to the other cities that have hosted the draft, they've seen very few issues as far as having to make arrests or doing the hard stuff, the tactical stuff. Most of it is just helping people from out of town know where to go, just being that friendly ambassador for the city of Pittsburgh. Listen, that's Pittsburgh. That's how we roll. I mean, we work together and we get the job done. But it is great to see just everyone being positive and pitching in to help out.
Chief, you're a good man. I appreciate it. I know you have a huge undertaking. We'll talk again soon, and appreciate your time today.
Hey, thank you. Enjoy the day.
Absolutely. That's Pittsburgh Police Chief Jason Lando. And look, I'm not blowing smoke because, if you listen to my show, I don't. I have seen an upbeat atmosphere. I've seen so many smiles. Now, the weather helps for sure, but in a non-grid topography and landscape and the way that in an urban setting, it's tough for people from out of town to get around. And I've seen people just be happy as can be, and a lot of helpers out here, both from the Pittsburgh police, from the medics, from the crossing guards, and everybody. And it's spectacular to see. We're showing out great here in Pittsburgh. David Ballarado took time to go across the river, and I'm going to debrief him in just a moment. I do want to talk to him. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, KDKA AAA Traffic, powered by Chevrolet.
All right, thanks, Colin. Taking a look at the major roadways, still getting reports from PennDOT that due to a crash near Mercy Hospital, that the inbound or northbound lane of Route 885 or the Boulevard of the Allies is closed to traffic, and that congestion is starting to back up a bit of the Parkway East, so use caution in that area. Taking a look at the outbound lanes, just seeing some brake lights on the Parkway West outbound, that is through that bathtub region as you try to make your way towards the lower level of the Fort Pitt Bridge. Now sending it over to Heather Zambito with draft day coverage. Here's AAA's Heather Zambito.
Thanks, Margot. So we were doing so well on the roadways heading inbound, but an accident has just occurred inside the tunnel, the Squirrel Hill Tunnel on the Parkway East. So currently, Parkway East inbound traffic is at a stop at the approach to the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. Right now, the delays approaching that aren't even stretching all the way back to Edgewood Swissvale yet. So depending on how long it's open, we may be able to get traffic flow moving again. But for now, the Parkway East is stopped at the approach to the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. There's no issues right now on the Parkway North or the Parkway West. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Get connected. That's the Inside Connection this Saturday morning at 9 with your local Medicare experts from MediConnect. If you're turning 65, hear all the inside information available to seniors on the Inside Connection, presented by MediConnect. Medicare made simple.
April is here and everything is in bloom, including savings at Bowser Hyundai. The Hyundai Elantra SE is the perfect spring upgrade with 36 combined miles per gallon. Right now at Bowser Hyundai, the #1 volume Hyundai dealer in Pittsburgh, you can lease the Elantra SE for only $149 a month. And don't forget, all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance that are backed by America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles, powertrain limited warranty. So don't wait. Get to BowserHyundai.com today. Based on 2025 year-end and January 2026 sales results, tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $490 applies. 24 months, 7,500 miles per year with $2,999 due at signing with credit approval and financing through HMFC. Offer ends May 3rd, 2026. BowserHyundai.com. Bowser Hyundai, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way.
That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
You know that Chick-fil-A sells more than chicken, right?
Hello, my name is Jaleesa, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is how it's all of my favorite breakfast items in one good bite. That fluffy egg, that melty cheese with that perfectly grilled sausage. It just gives you that warmth, that comfort food that you love. It is the best possible option for a classic breakfast.
Comfort is calling. Order a Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit with Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Kid Rock, a celebration 250 years in the making. Freedom 250 Tour, the road to Nashville. Saturday, June 20th at the Pavilion at Star Lake. The American Badass, Kid Rock, with John Party.
Got a little dirt on my boots, but I'm taking you uptown tonight.
Get tickets now at livenation.com. The ultimate American party, Kid Rock.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
In digital advertising, everyone talks about clicks, but clicks don't pay the bills. Sales do. Outcomes from Viant is a new way to advertise that prioritizes your bottom line. Our AI-driven technology looks past the noise to find the customers most likely to buy your product. It's smarter, faster, and designed for real-world results. It's smarter advertising made simple. Visit Viant.ai.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
There is treatment for neuropathy. I'm Dr. Dawn Spalla. At Allegheny Health and Physical Medicine, we treat neuropathy patients daily. No drugs, no surgery, just relief. Call 724-224-2224 for a free consultation in our Sarver or Brackenridge locations.
If you're thinking it, he's saying it. Colin Dunlap on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
All right, here we go. My goodness. There's a lot happening today. I'm glad that we're taking you through. By the way, do you know someone in your community who's done something extraordinary in the past year? Nominate them right now at KDKARadio.com to be honored at this year's Larry's Hometown Heroes event. In just a little while, we'll find out what's going on at the airport, how that's happening, what's going on with all that. David Ballarado, our great friend and a wonderful reporter, has been, out reporting. David, what have you found out? You've worked in radio like 700 years, and you don't have your mic by your mouth. What have you found out today?
I found out that when you're 58 years old, it's not as easy to walk around from one side of town to the other is when you're 38 years old.
You're also wearing long pants. Did you not look at the weather forecast?
I was just worried that the boss would be down here and say, don't show up with shorts on ever again.
Oh, well, I don't even have a shirt on. Anyhow, let's talk about what you saw over on the North Shore near the stage. What was happening there?
I saw a lot of people. I mean, they were getting ready to go into the various events that are happening outside Acroshore. I didn't actually go into Acroshore, but primarily focused on the retail and the businesses like the bars and restaurants that are outside of the stadium. But I'll tell you, it was pretty crowded over there. I mean, it's been one thing, a steady flow of people, sort of like what we're seeing down here as well. Not massive crowds all at once, but a decent set of crowds coming throughout the day. Each time a trolley stopped at the LRT station, you could tell, because all of a sudden you would see, it seemed like 2,000 people popping out of the subway. station.
People told me over there between the different food vendors and stations and everything, it's like 100% sensory overload near the stage. Would you agree to that, David?
Yes. And also, the other sensory overload is the thing that you've been smelling in Pittsburgh's air for the last 5 years as well, everywhere you go. So,
oh, good times flying around, huh? All right. So, in terms of crowd control and signage and the ability to kind of know where you're going, is it well marked? Do you know where you need to be and all of that? Take me through that, please.
And one thing you will see is you're trying to get around, as far as the closed streets are concerned, there are police there to tell you, that this street is closed, you can't come this way. Even when I was walking over, some people were crossing the street, and there's school crossing guards out here in front of the Roberto Clemente Bridge saying that, no, you have to wait until the light changes. So it's actually been very easy to get around from point A to point B, to point C to point D for that matter as well.
Gotcha. David Bolorado joining. He was a reporter. What were the crowds like on the T? I know you jumped on the T for a little bit, right?
Yeah, it was pretty busy. I haven't been on a T probably in, well, maybe once or twice to go to casino events for work-related things, but probably it's been 30 years since I've been on the T, and they were very...
30 years?
Probably, yeah.
Mr. Electricity, huh? Jeez.
It was about 32 years, I would say. All of the trains that I saw were busy. Like I said, every time one just arrived at that North Shore station, you could tell because you would see a throng of people come out.
When you got in that inner core, did you happen to notice the pricing for the concessions and things by chance?
Yes. I mean, a lot
stadium pricing, pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What about in terms of the stage and I know you'd been down there before or seen it before.
I didn't get a chance
to
go into that.
You didn't go on that thing. No. The enormity of it, the event sort of feel to it. Take me through that. Will people be taken aback by how big it is?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely, they will. And again, it's why so many of these businesses are so confident and hopeful that they're going to have a really good day. I mean, I've talked to Mike's Beer Bar. I talked to Tom's Watch Party, Watch Bar, and they were saying that they expect to be able to do what they did on the Pirates opening day, if not better. Tom's Watch Bar thinks they're going to do definitely better than they did on opening day as well.
Now, when you hear, just a couple more things, actually one more thing. When you hear about these bars or you hear about the restaurants or whatever, have they done it like a Steeler game or like Pirates opening day and rolled the game out to you and have sidewalk kiosks as opposed to having to go in if you want to get a drink or whatever?
I didn't notice that completely, though. Outside Sugar Bird, they did have a separate table that was out selling things like iced tea drinks and things like that. I did see that, but I didn't notice a lot of the others out there doing that. They all had outdoor seating just because it's a beautiful day.
Oh, actually, one last thing. Yeah. I have noticed just in sitting here, and we're at Arts Landing, I've seen probably every NFL jersey that there is. And I don't know if these people are not from Pittsburgh or whatever, but a decent guess is that there are people coming from out of town. Yeah. It's not just Steeler jerseys, David.
No. I saw some Broncos jerseys. I saw some Chargers jerseys. I've seen a lot of them. Philadelphia. I'm trying to think of ones that I didn't see for that.
Yeah, good call.
Right.
Well, you're going to be back down here reporting tomorrow?
Yes.
All right. Wear shorts, okay?
I'll try.
I'll take it from the boss if need be that I gave you that directive. David Bolorado, best in the business. That's my guy. All right, let's hit. We'll talk to Bobby Kurlick from the airport to find out what's going on out there in just a few moments. First, news bottom of the hour. KDKA.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Calvin.
With Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. You ever wait way too long for a haircut and finally get one and think, why didn't I do that months ago?
Oh, yeah. Suddenly you're walking taller, smiling bigger, and feeling like a new person.
That's exactly what it feels like when you finally replace that old roof or deck. You don't realize how bad it looked or how much better it could be until it's done.
And when it is, your whole house feels fresh again.
Give your home that clean-cut confidence with a new deck, roof, or siding project.
Call the Cousins.
Call the Cousins. Life-changing medicine is happening every day at UPMC Heart and Vascular Institute.
We have the luxury to be bold, to continue to be pioneers in the world for innovative heart care.
We are the place of discovery. Literally, the world experts in cardiac care are in this institution.
By combining technology, research, and the latest innovations, patients from all over the world come to UPMC.
Because of the expertise that exists here at UPMC, it allows us to take on patients that have been turned down at other centers.
We offer unique heart procedures that you cannot get anywhere else.
One of our founding mantras is that compassion has to be at the forefront of everything that we do.
From leading the region in cardiac procedures to being the only center in the state to offer integrated women's health and heart care, UPMC is pioneering life-changing cardiac care every day. Your heart care matters. Visit upmc.com/heart to learn more.
From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 78 degrees under mostly cloudy skies at Pittsburgh International at 3:30. I'm Pat Septak. Pittsburgh is kicking off Draft Week with a new fan experience right in the heart of downtown. News Radio KDKA's Tamara Rush has the details.
And this isn't just about football. It's about creating a full fan experience. From interactive exhibits to live entertainment, organizers say the Pitt Block Party is designed to bring the energy of Draft Week to everyone, while also introducing Arts Landing as a new gathering space for the city. The 3-day festivities are free to everyone, so make your way down here. Reporting from Arts Landing, I'm Tamara Rush on News Radio 1020 KDKA.
Pittsburgh's NFL Draft isn't just about football picks this year. It's also giving rescue dogs a chance to be first-round selections in forever homes. So says Director of Marketing, Michelle Frenier.
Evidently, this was something that they have done in previous draft cities, and it's an awesome way to highlight animals that are waiting for adoption. And being that we have one of our shelters really close to Acrisure Stadium, it was a natural fit.
Frenier says HARP will feature 11 adoptable dogs during Day 3 of the NFL Draft, which will be Saturday. While officials from the city, state, and federal governments, as well as the NFL, have been talking about a zero tolerance policy for disruptive behavior at the draft, at least one group is planning to protest during the event. A group called the Anti-Trump Action Coalition is urging people to gain access to the draft with the NFL One Pass app so they can rally against ICE. ATAC calls this a disruptive, peaceful protest. Scheduled to start around 8 p.m. tonight, participants are urged to wear plain white T-shirts with anti-ICE messages. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 181 points, the Nasdaq is down 223 points, and the S&P 500 is down 28 points. KDKA Radio News Time is 3:32. Our next update at 4 o'clock. I'm Pat Septak on the Voice of Pittsburgh, News Radio KDKA.
Want a health plan that travels with you? With UPMC Health Plan, you can access care wherever you are. That's access to UPMC doctors and hospitals, local providers, plus urgent and emergency care nationwide through the Cigna Healthcare PPO network. What's more, you get 24/7 access to virtual care. All this with award-winning customer service from their healthcare concierge team. When your employer gives you a choice of health insurance plans, choose UPMC Health Plan.
Food for thought in the heart of North Oakland on Craig Street. There's a legend that's been serving up Pittsburgh flavor for 32 years. Meet the Deli King, where homemade corned beef is made fresh every single day and piled high just the way you like it. They don't cut corners, they slice perfection. From the best Reubens in town to deli sandwiches that keep you coming back, this isn't just lunch, it's tradition. Food for Thought Deli, Craig Street, North Oakland. The Deli King, home of Pittsburgh's best deli sandwiches. Come for the corned beef. Stay for the crown.
Folks, appliances are big purchases. That's why I recommend Voss TV and Appliance. Family owned since 1960. Megan, Tracy, the entire Voss team are experts. They know appliances and TVs inside and out. They take the guesswork of shopping and provide helpful advice before, during, and after your purchase. Having knowledgeable people on your side that you can trust matters. Shop Voss's South Hill showroom. Go to VossTV.com or call 412-650-VOSS. 412-650-VOSS. Voss TV and Appliance. The lowest prices, guaranteed.
That's the power of Bowser.
April is here and everything is in bloom, including savings at Bowser Hyundai. The Hyundai Elantra SE is the perfect spring upgrade with 36 combined miles per gallon. Right now at Bowser Hyundai, the #1 volume Hyundai dealer in Pittsburgh, you can lease the Elantra SE for only $149 a month. And don't forget, all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance that are backed by America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles, powertrain limited warranty. So don't wait. Get to BowserHyundai.com today. Based on 2025 year-end and January 2026 sales results, tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $490 applies. 24 months, 7,500 miles per year with $2,999 due at signing with credit approval and financing through HMFC. Offer ends May 3rd, 2026. BowserHyundai.com. Bowser Hyundai, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
Here we are. Margot's got traffic for you. PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center. KDKA AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
All right. Thanks, Colin. Getting a report of a lane restriction on 79 that is on the inbound or southbound side right around Forest Grove Road, and that is because of an accident right after the S curves. The other major roadways, the outbound lane of the Parkway East is looking at just a few brake lights right before the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. Now with draft day coverage, here's AAA's Heather Zambito. Heather?
Thanks, Margot. Inbound side of the Squirrel Hill Tunnel, as you mentioned, it's reopened after it was closed for a few minutes. Traffic is flowing freely through the tunnel right now, but we're still seeing residual delays approaching the tunnel and stretching back to just before Edgewood, Swissville. We'll keep an eye on if those continue to build as traffic increases. Parkway West inbound sluggish in the area of Campbell's Run and Ridge Road. Closer to town, traffic still up to speed on the Parkway West between the top of Green Tree Hill and the Fort Pitt Tunnel. No significant delays right now on 279, the Parkway North, 65 or 28, with Liberty Avenue and 51, both stop and go on their inbound sides. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Very warm this afternoon. Looks like a warm evening for the draft. Clouds and sun, the high today, the upper 70s to around 80. Partly cloudy tonight, down to 58. Very warm tomorrow. An afternoon thunderstorm, high 82. Then we'll have some showers Saturday. For AccuWeather, I'm John Feerick, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Epic parties start at Staples. Now you can grab Party City balloons, decorations, and tableware, plus matching custom invites, banners, and more right at Staples. That was easy.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Who's more powerful than the NFL commissioner on draft day 1? His wife is, that's who. This is Michael Bartley, live from the KDKA studios at 5:30 this evening. The First Lady of the NFL, my dear friend, Jane Goodell. Join us.
How about Michael? Michael got the commissioner and his wife. There's probably only one person who can really do that in Pittsburgh. Great on Michael Bartley for that. All right, let me welcome in public affairs man at the Pittsburgh International Airport, and that's Bob Kurlick. And he's not here. He's out there because he's working, and the airport's out there, but I'll talk to him from here if that makes any sense. Hi, Bob. How are you?
Hi, Colin. Thanks for having me on.
Certainly. Now, I know you've had to kind of eyeball it and seeing the people coming in, and I'm not going to ask for any hard numbers or anything like that, but I was talking to some people from out of town down here at Arts Landing, and they said, you know, I flew in and there were people with, it seemed like every single NFL jersey on. Are you kind of seeing the same thing, just a widespread sort of saturation of people coming into Pittsburgh, Bob?
Oh, yes, for all week, really, but specifically yesterday and today. So I'm looking at our data right now. We have about 18,000 people coming in, give or take a couple hundred. Tomorrow, again, yesterday we had about 17,000 coming in. But really, it was really neat to see coming in because you just see NFL jerseys from all across the league coming in. Tons and tons of Steelers jerseys, of course, but really teams of all kinds. And we have this activation with a mock podium and draft stage that we have set up right in the arrival section and right next to the Frank O'Hara statue. And there was a line yesterday evening about let's say 25 people deep of people waiting in line to get their picture at that mock podium, and the same thing with the Frank O'Hara statue. So it's been really cool at the airport seeing people from all over the country and really the world coming in. We had people from Australia that flew in NFL jerseys. It was really neat.
Now, if people are listening now, the eventuality will hit them, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's Sunday or Monday, whatever, they're probably going to have to go back home. Will all of those displays and that activation and all of that, will that still be up when people depart who have to leave Pittsburgh, Bob?
Yes, so the mock podium and stage will still be up until Monday. So that'll come down about midday Monday. Most of the other activations will also be up until Monday. So, yes, people, if they're coming on Sunday, will still get the opportunity to get their picture there if they want when they're leaving.
What have you noticed in terms of ease of ground travel? And I know that's not your forte. You want to get people on the ground and then through the airport. But has the feedback been pretty good from getting people to the airport down into their destination here?
From what we've been hearing, yes. Really, where we've noticed the biggest difference is rental cars. We've seen about a 200% increase in rental cars at the airport. So we know that the rental car companies, we've been working with them to make sure that they have enough product on hand to meet the demand. They brought in hundreds of cars beyond what they normally have at the airport to meet the demand of everybody that's renting cars at the airport. But beyond that, we know that a lot of people are taking PRT, the 28X downtown, and then, of course, Ubers and Lyfts and taxis. But it's been pretty smooth from what we've seen at the airport in terms of the ground transportation. Once they get downtown, I can't speak to that, but yeah, we know that we've seen heavy demand on a lot of the ground transportation.
Bob Kurlick from the airport joining, public affairs man at the airport. Bob, when this was scheduled and it was solidified that Pittsburgh was going to get the draft, it is a total spin of the wheel as to what the weather's going to be. It had to be a big relief when you see this. I'm serious. If you had to draw it up from an airport, and we all know how much air travel is affected by the weather, I don't know if you could have drawn up a better few days. This is like spectacular, Bob.
Oh, yeah. It's great. The fantastic weather when you're coming in. And really, when you were talking about, having the, when this was drawn up, not only the great weather, but the fact that we have our brand new terminal that was going to be open, right? Once we had the draft, we knew that this thing was, the terminal was going to be open 6 months in advance of it. So really, it's a fantastic opportunity for the hundreds of thousands of people coming into the region for this draft and coming through the new front door for the region. So we're really proud of that. And people have been impressed as they're coming through, and it makes a great first impression for people coming into Pittsburgh.
Just from a personal standpoint, did it hit you at any point over the past couple days that the first meetings about this seemed like they were 20 years ago, and now you're in it, it's here, and like it's go time? That has to be pretty interesting in that when it was first formulated, it felt like it was 20 years away.
Yeah, both for the terminal itself opening it, but then, of course, for the NFL draft, right? So once, we had the new terminal open in November, and then to, get our heads up and then right back down and making sure we're ready for the NFL draft. So we've been prepping for these two things for quite some time, working with the NFL, and it's been great. We're really excited to be able to offer really the showpiece front door for the region and showing that off and everything that Pittsburgh's about today. And we're really glad to have the new terminal open for that.
That is something I did want to ask you about, the new terminal and everything that is open. Obviously, with something's new, you're going to invite feedback. Has there been, and albeit small, because everybody's given it kind of tremendous feedback, but has there been a little bit of a rolling referendum as to, okay, we'll take feedback, and we may tinker with this or tinker with that, and we appreciate you telling us what you like and maybe what you don't like, and we'll kind of cut and paste a little bit here and there. Has there been that with the new terminal?
Oh, yes, for sure. We've gotten tons and tons of feedback, the vast majority of it very positive. Everybody that's coming through is very impressed. But certainly people have suggestions on things on where we can improve. The biggest thing I would say is, in certain areas about wayfinding, So we've made adjustments on some of the signage, particularly in arrivals when people are coming in, just to give a little, making some adjustments and some tweaks on signage to give people a better sense of maybe where things are, because it's new, right? People are coming in, they might not know where some things are. So we did make some adjustments in some of those areas over the last 6 months, and we have taken some of that feedback into consideration, yes.
What is Sunday or Monday anticipated to be? I guess, and again, you don't have the numbers in front of you, I get that, but maybe not even a guesstimate, but just your gut. What is the heavy outbound day that is the residual from this draft? What would your anticipation be?
Well, obviously all day Sunday, right? So we know that there's going to be a ton of departures all day Sunday of people leaving early morning throughout the day. So if you're leaving Sunday, and then Monday morning. So that early morning bank for us is always among the busiest times, because we have a lot of early morning flights out of Pittsburgh. So I would expect Monday morning and all day Sunday. And if you are departing on Sunday or Monday morning, make sure that you are in the terminal 2 hours before your flight. And if you are, particularly if you're returning a rental car, make sure that you are giving yourself extra time, because there could be some lines in returning rental cars. There's going to be thousands of cars being returned on Sunday and Monday for people that had rented them. So make sure you're leaving enough time to return your car and then getting in the terminal. If you're checking a bag, or if you have carry-on luggage, and if you have TSA pre-check, that always helps. You go through much faster. Pre-check is always a much shorter line. You can monitor the lines at flypittsburgh.com for that, but make sure, particularly if you're renting cars, you're leaving some extra time for yourself.
Last thing for you before I let you go, Bob. Are you ready? Because it's coming in the next, 48 hours or so, or even maybe 24 hours. Are you ready for that yearly shot of, the troops activated for when the Steelers' first-round pick lands, and then you got to take pictures of them walking through the terminal? This will be the first time at the new one, right?
That's right. It's funny you said that. I was just actually emailing with the Steelers right now about making sure that they're all set for if their pick is obviously if their pick's not here, they'll be flying in tomorrow. And we always work with the Steelers on that and greet their draft pick at the gate, and they want to have their marketing people there. Obviously, the airport will have our marketing people there as well, making sure we're capturing that. But yes, we are ready. We're working with the Steelers on that, and good luck to them, and we'll be ready to work with them tomorrow when their person's flying in, assuming they're not already here.
Yep, fantastic stuff. Bob, great work, as always. I know you're a very, very busy man. We'll catch up again soon. Thank you, as always.
No problem, Colin. And one more thing to add, I would say, we've seen a lot of the draft picks are streaming in, but we've also seen a lot of NFL Hall of Famers coming through. Terry Bradshaw came through yesterday, Tony Dorsett, Lynn Swann. There's just a lot of NFL greats been streaming through the airport, so we've been excited to show off the new terminal to them as well.
Oh, nice. Fantastic. Great stuff, and then they'll be on their way out as well in just a few days. Thanks again, Bob. We'll talk again soon.
All right. Thanks, Colin.
Absolutely. All right, let's hit a draft update right now.
Time now for an update from the KDKA Draft Information Desk, powered by Bowser Chevrolet, and brought to you by Generator Supercenter of Pittsburgh and by Sniper and Harmony Organic Insect Control.
Well, so far, so good, particularly from a safety standpoint at the NFL Draft. Pittsburgh Police Chief Jason Lando telling Colin Dunlap on KDKA that visibility is a key priority with such a big crowd.
Visibility is key, but it's also important to note that we have a significant number of officers working in a plainclothes or undercover capacity as well. So they're watching, things from a distance. And I got to tell you, I've been making my way around the city last night and then again this morning, and I've just been really proud of what I've seen from our law enforcement and all of our partners as well. I mean, this is a team effort, and this is all hands on deck. We have federal, state, and local here, and we couldn't do it without them. But yeah, as we're watching things on the monitor here at the command post, there's a joke right now that I think we outnumber the attendees right now 2-1.
Now, a couple of other things to mention. Pittsburgh Public Safety is reminding those heading down to the draft to make sure they have their phones fully charged and bring a backup battery if you have one. With so many phones in one location, batteries can drain faster. Officials are also reminding fans that the Gateway Clipper is not running shuttle boats to the North Shore today. The Clipper will be running tomorrow and Saturday. From the KDKA Draft Information Desk, I'm Pat Septak.
Here we go, traffic. PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, KDKA AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser Chevrolet.
All right, thanks, Colin. Looking like all lanes are now open on 79 southbound. However, an earlier accident that is still having a disabled vehicle in the shoulder near Forest Grove Road is causing some bumper-to-bumper traffic near those S-curves. The outbound lanes of some of those other major roadways closer to the city are looking mostly clear. Now, with draft day coverage, here's AAA's Heather Zambito. Heather?
Thanks, Marco. Inbound side of the Squirrel Hill Tunnel reopened after it was closed for a few minutes. Traffic is back up to speed, but we're still seeing those residual delays approaching the tunnel, stretching back to before Edgewood Swissvale. Over on 28, we're starting to see inbound delays building, but really only getting in line around the 31st Street Bridge. Parkway West, some slowdowns in the area of Campbell's Run and Ridge Road on the inbound side. Then again, approaching the 79 split, traffic will pick back up and move at speed between Carnegie and the top of Green Tree Hill. Then it starts to get just a little sluggish coming down the hill and approaching the Fort Pitt Tunnel, but at that point not really affecting your drive times. No significant delays on the Parkway North either. West Liberty Avenue and Library Road, though, pretty heavy and slow. With AAA traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Hey folks, it's Marty. Turning 65? Are you overwhelmed by Medicare options? With over 60 plans to choose from, it's easy to get confused. MediConnect is hosting free in-person workshops across Pittsburgh for answers you need. No obligation, just advice. Whether you have questions about coverage, prescriptions, retirement goals, MediConnect's team will assist in finding the right plan for you. Call 888-818-6334. 888-818-6334. Medicare made simple.
More great specials for the month of April at Coons Market. Isn't that right, Frank Dentisi?
Right, Rob. In our meat department, choice boneless chuck shoulder steaks or roasts are $5.99 a pound. In the produce department, fresh red ripe strawberries, 1 pound packages, 2 for $5. In the deli, Smith's Smokehouse Reserve ham is $7.99 a pound. And additional savings this week, Turkey Hill drinks or iced tea, 1 gallon jugs, 2 for $5.
It's all happening now at Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
There's a new kind of energy at Starbucks. When your day needs a reset, try the all-new energy refreshers. Strawberry acai, mango dragon fruit, or the all-new mango strawberry. The refreshers you love, now with extra caffeine. New energy refreshers only at Starbucks.
We asked parents to share their journey of adopting teens.
They changed who I am because I can't see life without them in it.
Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell. Licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
The NFL offseason is here, but the action never stops. The draft is right around the corner, and Heed the Call NFL podcast with Dan Hanzus and Mark Sessler is your pro football destination. Prospects, team needs, and pick-by-pick coverage of draft weekend.
Heed the Call covers all things NFL, and we have fun. No fake hot takes or boring data dumps here. Just entertaining football talk from your favorite buds at the bar.
So come hang out with the Heed the Call heroes for football news, analysis, and mirth. All the mirth. Follow and listen to the Heed the Call NFL podcast wherever you get your podcast.
On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Breaking news for your home. Way Day. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Way Day long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair. And all up to 80% off during Way Day. Shop Wayfair's Way Day from April 25th through 27th. Wayfair
every style, every home.
Hello, KDKA listeners. This is Carlos, owner of Greater Pitt Tree Service. If you have any concerns about any trees on your property, call Greater Pitt Tree Service, 412-884-TREE. We have an A-plus rating on the Better Business Bureau. To serve your needs best, we have an ISA-certified arborist on staff. We have 32 years experience, 412-884-TREE. We will be your best choice for tree work. Greater Pitt Tree Service, 412-884-TREE. And remember, we did your neighbor's tree.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Dreaming of your next getaway? AAA Travel makes it easy with a wide variety of vacation options, from exciting cruises and guided tours to relaxing, all-inclusive resorts. Want to skip the airport? Ask about their no-fly cruises. Just hop on a comfortable motor coach from the Pittsburgh area to nearby ports like New York or New Jersey. Then set sail stress-free. No flying, no driving, just vacation. Visit your local AAA office or call 1-800-354-8761 to start planning today.
It's Colin Dunlap on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
All right, listen for that Drive at 5. The stories driving the news every single day at 5. It's all brought to you by Service Master Greater Pittsburgh. Demand the yellow van. We are, in some ways, the guests of the University of Pittsburgh at Arts Landing. They're having a big block party. They've invited us to jump in with them. So, top of the hour, Kyle Bruce, Senior Deputy Athletic Director for External Relations and the Chief Revenue Officer. He's going to join coming up just past 4 o'clock. Earlier today, I spoke to Lee Steinberg, super agent. He was the agent for Ben Roethlisberger. He rattled off, he's had 8 Hall of Famers, so many first-round picks, all kinds of quarterbacks. He represents Patrick Mahomes. I talked to him at length, both about the draft, about the day, about how special it is, about Pittsburgh, about the Rooneys. I thought it was a decent interview. And then on-site producer Seth said, you know what, that was really good. And I got a bunch of feedback about it. So we'll play that if you missed it coming up just past 5. Lee Steinberg is a giant in the NFL world, a giant in the agent world. And with players, he's oh so recognizable. And I talked to him, and I think it was a pretty good conversation. So we'll hear that coming up just past 5 o'clock. Let me tell you, down here right now, it feels like there's a big wave. But the one thing that's interesting to me, unlike a game, and this is something I find interesting, that not everybody's going to the same place at the same time. You know? Now, granted that people will make their way in for the draft, which comes up about 8 o'clock tonight. But there have been waves of people to go across the river, and then they kind of stream back out. And it's kind of a just go and choose your own adventure situation during the course of the day. And I think it opened at like noon or so. And I find it to be really enlightening, the way that people are around here. You kind of going at your own speed. There's no rush. There's no hustle to need to get to kickoff or whatever. It's like a big promenade, both on this side of the river and the other side of the river. And it's been a wonderful atmosphere. So, too, welcoming have been the clouds over that bright sun. But be sure to it definitely feels hotter than the temperature. At least it did a little bit earlier today. So if you're headed down tomorrow, take note of that. Pretty steamy down here. All right, Kyle Bruce, top of the hour, Senior Deputy AD, External Relations, and Chief Revenue Officer, University of Pittsburgh. We hit news right now, KDK.
Join KDKA Radio next Saturday at noon for Minority Health Matters, a monthly look at health disparities in the African American community. It's brought to you by Central Outreach Wellness Center, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey folks, it's Marty. NASCO Roofing, the region's roofing leader. Wow, they're good. They continue to exceed customer expectation. For instance, Charles from Bethel Park highly recommends NASCO. Charles was pleased with NASCO's exemplary customer service and the quality of their work. NASCO has satisfied thousands like Charles. Now's the time to get NASCO on your roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day. Special financing available. NASCO, NASCO.
Brian Schlaba here from the Home Buyers of Pittsburgh. Born and raised right here. Since 2015, we've helped over 1,000 Pittsburgh homeowners sell their houses quickly and without the stress. No repairs, cleanouts, inspections, or appraisals. We give fast and fair cash offers. Buy your home as is, and you choose the closing day. Visit homebuyersoftpittsburgh.com or call 412-500-9057. That's 412-500-9057.
Pittsburgh's local trusted homebuyer since 2015.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies at Pittsburgh International at 4 o'clock. I'm Pat Septak. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. Need a new roof or just someone to repair a small leak? Trust PJ.com. Superfans are taking over Pittsburgh ahead of the NFL draft, and one Cleveland fan says it's all about giving back. News Radio KDK's Tamara Rush has the details.
Captain Steve Weber with Nat Tailgaters tells me the event brings rivals together for a bigger purpose, proving football can unite people on and off the field.
So what we do is we choose a homeless shelter in each hosting city, and then they get the benefits from the tailgate.
At the Superfan Summit, fans are coming together for food, music, and team pride, all while raising money for Light of Life Rescue Mission. Tamara Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Meanwhile, News Radio KDK's David Ballarado is on the North Shore checking in on the impact that the draft is having on local restaurants. David?
Well, Pat, I've made my way back to downtown Pittsburgh now, and I'm on 6th Street at Alejandro's Mediterranean Cuisine, where in a moment I hope to speak to entrepreneur Alejandro Onaglu, who owns several businesses here in downtown Pittsburgh, to see what sort of impact this draft is having on his business. Right now on 6th Street, there is a party going on outside this block with music playing and fun activities for people to engage in. Earlier today, I talked to Billy Smalls, the managing operator at Tom's Watch Bar on the north side, and he has high hopes for today.
This homeowner was amazing for us. We did not double, but we did comparable over what we did last year. It was really, really amazing. It was nice weather. Everything was like in place for us. It was very, very good.
And he's expecting to see almost double that amount today and tomorrow. Maybe not as much on Saturday because that'll be deeper down into the draft picks, but he still expects to see quite an economic jolt from this. The experts were saying that we could see anywhere between $150 to $200 million in economic impact from the draft. Reporting live downtown, David Ballarado, News Radio KDKA.
Coinciding with the NFL draft as thousands of people pour into the Golden Triangle, U.S. Steel is also unveiling an exhibit at Steel Plaza tomorrow through Sunday. The Forging Our Future exhibit is part of the company's 125th year birthday celebration called Steel on the Move, which will include a nationwide tour designed to bring the story of steel to life. And the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust hosting its first major event today at downtown's new park, the 4.5-acre Arts Landing. Kendra Whitlock Ingram, CEO and executive director of the Trust, says what you're going to experience at the Pitt Block Party today is a celebration of Pitt football history.
Pitt's going to have a open-air Pitt football museum. There's going to be merch, tons of fun games for families, all kinds of kids zone activities, food and drink. It's just going to be a super fun time.
And it is completely free, and it is open to the public. Hours are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. all 3 days. And on Wall Street, the Dow is down 179 points, the NASDAQ is down 219 points, and the S&P 500 is down 29 points. KDKA Sports, the Pirates finish their series with the Texas Rangers tonight. KDKA Radio's coverage begins at 7:10. Bubba Chandler gets the start for the Bucks. KDKA Radio News Time is 4:04. It is currently 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies in Pittsburgh. KDKA AAA traffic and the AccuWeather forecast next.
This is Bob Pompiani reminding you not to get sacked by traffic during the upcoming draft. Make PRT your #1 pick. PRT is running special Football Flyer Express bus routes to the North Shore and Point State Park. Coming from out of town? Grab a hotel shuttle or drive to any park and ride lot, and PRT will take you from there. And it gets even better. Rides on all the Football Flyers, light rail, and the Mon Incline are free during the draft. Go to rideprt.org/draft for complete details.
Pirates baseball today on the station that invented baseball on the radio.
Hard to left field, going back is Pache. It's a cruise missile.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Drive to right center field, deep to the wall. Clear the deck.
The Bucks face the Rangers at 7:10 with a North Shore Tavern leadoff show presented by Keystone Custom Apparel on the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
All right, let's hit traffic and then come right back. PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, KDKA AAA Traffic. It's all powered by Bowser Chevrolet. Hi, Margot.
All right, hey, Colin. Looking at the outbound lanes of the major roadways, they're looking mostly clear. Just a few brake lights on the Parkway East outbound right before the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. Nothing to delay you, but be aware of that. And on the Parkway West outbound, just on the lower level of the Fort Pitt Bridge, that'll back you up a tiny bit there as well. Now sending it over to Heather Zambito with draft day coverage. Heather?
Thanks, Margot. Parkway East inbound back up to speed after the earlier tunnel closure. Parkway West inbound sluggish in the area of Campbell's Run and Ridge Road. Another slowdown inbound approaching the 79 split. Then climbing Green Tree Hill, there's an incident on the outbound side, not significantly affecting traffic there. A little slowdown on that outbound side, but the inbound side, it is slowing down traffic as folks slow to see what's going on the other side of the Parkway. No significant delays right now on the Parkway North, 65 or 28. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Partly sunny and very warm the rest of the afternoon. The high in the upper 70s. Warm evening for the draft. Partly cloudy tonight down to 58. Warm tomorrow. An afternoon thunderstorm high 82. Some showers Saturday high 69. For AccuWeather, I'm John Feerick, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
For the best view of the draft, it's Lamont. Celebrate with Lamont's City of Champions menu April 21st through the 26th. Watch the draft from Lamont's TVs and excellent sound system. Avoid the crowds and traffic. Regular menu not available. Visit LamontPittsburgh.com/upcoming.
Reacting to the stories you're talking about. Colin Dunlap, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All right, Arts Landing, fantastic, beautiful, gigantic space. I think they said 4.5 acres, right where there used to be a Goodyear tire changing place where if you played your cards right, you could get free parking for the games. or get towed, one of the two. Well, we're here now. We're kind of guests of the University of Pittsburgh. They've taken over block party here. Joined by Kyle Bruce, Senior Deputy AD External Relations / Chief Revenue Officer. That's a big title, Kyle.
Yeah, it fills up a business card. Yes.
You've got a lot going on. How do you maximize, in this day and age, revenue at the Division I level? That obviously you wake up every day and probably ask yourself that question, right? So how do you do it?
Yeah, it's certainly a very, very complicated, nuanced question. I think it, to the point of events like this, I think it really starts with our presence in the community, right, and how we engage the population of Pittsburgh. And there's a lot of Pitt pride in this city. And I think this event is a great kind of springboard to really dovetail into our strategy for how do we get fans further down what we call the funnel, right? Mm-hmm. So from an awareness perspective to then attending an event or buying merch or making a donation to the Panther Club, it's really starting with things like this. So just really, really happy with how this event has turned out. It's been a great day here at Arts Landing. Our team did a phenomenal job. The Pittsburgh Cultural Trust have been tremendous partners of ours in putting this on, and Visit Pittsburgh and those in other sectors in our community have just been tremendous allies with us in helping us kind of lift this off. So, I think that's a big piece of it, is just thinking through, right, those first initial steps of how do we just get our levels of awareness and interest up.
Right.
In this town, obviously, the Pirates are having a heck of a start. The Steelers are always in the headlines, and they have a tremendous following. And so how do we kind of carve our niche out? I think things like this really help us do that.
One thing that I think that's 12 years too late, probably, but I think it's a fantastic idea, is right-sizing the football stadium. You're going to have people, you're going to be able to, I think, maximize the revenue from a visibility standpoint, whether you're watching on television, whether you're there in person. It's the right feel. It's like Nippert at Cincinnati. It's like maybe TCU's or somebody like that. I think that decision will be one of the most beneficial decisions that Pitt football, not on the field, has made in quite some time. Would you agree to that?
Yeah, I appreciate your perspective. Our athletic director talks about, we just hadn't fully grown into our shoes yet, right? Mm-hmm. And so I think it really came down to more of a ticketing and fan experience strategy, right, than it did in any other thing. And so, knowing that it gives us a chance to really build a supply-demand model that hadn't really existed outside of a couple of games here and there, and it really allow us to then maximize the revenue potential through ticket sales. And then knowing, I think everybody would agree, that we have a tremendous home field advantage when the lower bowl is packed. Our fans are rowdy, the student section is phenomenal. And so how do we create that more often, right? How do we get as many people in that section supporting the Panthers on a regular basis? So this was a huge part of that. I think you'll see we're working on some exciting things now with regards to the fan experience, whether that's our in-game presentation, our the exterior of our stadium, kind of the Rooney Avenue footprint, making sure our student athletes can see, feel, hear, all the support is just really, really important. So yeah, we're certainly excited about that opportunity, and grateful again for the partnership with the Steelers in that, and really optimistic about where we're headed.
Kyle Bruce, Senior Deputy Athletic Director, External Relations, and Chief Revenue Officer. Another thing, and as somebody who's grown up here, a Pitt basketball fan from the time I was little, and Pitt football fan, a streamlined, really recognizable logo. When you turn on the television, you say, that's Pitt. It was like that when I was little. It went away for a while. It's back now. Whether you're walking in an airport and see a guy with a polo on, or whether you are in Oakland, California, and you turn a game on, you say, that's Pitt. I think that is something that is so important, and something that's back. Would you agree to all that?
I would. I've only been in this position now for a little over a year, and obviously I think the work that was done prior to kind of relaunching that mark and these colors was done at a really high level. I think that was something, having been in this industry for the better part of 10, 15 years. That rollout was something that people across the country were talking about, kind of in our business, of how well Pitt did, and I think our mark, the Pitt script is a really iconic mark in college sports, and the true colors I think really pop, and I love our color scheme. I think our brand management group does a phenomenal job of really kind of maximizing those marks, but understanding that there's opportunities to drive maybe some incremental revenue with some additional strategies. maybe dovetailing a little bit off your question, we've launched a series of sport-specific kind of mascot marks, right? You saw last year at the U.S. Open at Oakmont, we launched a logo with our mascot kind of playing. And so we've kind of done these things here and there to think about how do we leverage some of these marks and IP to drive additional revenue. So knowing that we have a really strong set of marks, let's lean in on those. There's a couple of other avenues we can do to drive additional revenue and brand awareness, but still kind of focusing our core kind of branding and awareness around those marks and how strong they are.
I asked Larry Burns the same question. How do you balance and strike a balance